The return of those who never left. Yes, we never left. I apologize. We were not able to do the live watch along last week when we played Trinidad in the first game that we beat them 3-0 for obvious reasons. We were selling out to U.S. soccer. And here's the biggest sellout of them all. Pete.
The biggest sellout? How am I the biggest sellout?
I don't know, man. I had a see, I didn't really think of how I was going to introduce you again, or not introduce you. They don't need to introduce you, but just how I was going to do the opening. So I just kind of winged it. And that was the first thing that came to my mind. That was literally just the first thing.
Accusation with no evidence. Sounds like Twitter.
Sounds familiar, yes. But yeah, we're back. We're back. And U.S. men's national team put out their lineup. It's definitely not the formation that we're seeing on screen unless you flip Pepe or Balogun. There is a slight chance that Balogun could be playing on the wing, but I think we might just play with two up top, and it's probably a 4-4-2. Diamond or flat? Probably flat.
I think it's a flat 4-4-2 with Gio and Aronson on the wings, or it's a 4-4-3 with Balogun wide, but I would put my money on 4-4-2.
Do you think that maybe, just maybe, Musa will be the one out wide? I mean, he plays there sometimes.
I mean, it's Greg, right? Greg has never played Musa wide in his entire career. So more likely, if I would believe Gio wide, because it's Greg.
Yeah, there's also a slight chance that it's this exact formation we're seeing on screen with Pepe up top and Balogun out wide, which, to be honest, Balogun, my mic is off. Well, you can hear me.
There's a little bit of echo. I think it might be coming from your laptop instead of your mic. Just check if it's your mic that's the audio input.
Audio. Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
There we go.
Better?
Yep, there. It's on now.
Okay, guys, now my mic is good. There's no reason to have a good, expensive mic if you're not going to use it. But the United States comes up. So last game when we had Pepe and Balogun on the field, they were both playing up top. And there's a slight chance that it might be that. Musa was a bit out wide when that happened, remember? Not straight up out wide. It was still Messi, but Messi. It was still Dest out wide, but Musa was going a bit out wide. Most of the crossing came from Musa late in the game against Trinidad on Thursday. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I would personally want to see two up top for this game because we don't have both our starting wingers. I think it's no debate right now that Christian Pulisic and Tim Weah are the starting wingers that we have. And if you don't have your two starting wingers, and to be honest, we don't have much depth there. The drop-off is quite big from those two players. I kind of want to see a different formation instead of just persisting with like Aronson out wide or Paredes out wide. Maybe Paredes in the future, it can work out, but it doesn't seem like he's ready to have an impact like Way or anything close to Way or Pulisic. We don't want to have Gio out wide either. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is since we don't have our two starting wingers, instead of keeping the same Berhalter ball system, try something different. And that's what I want to see today at least. Let's see. Aronson hat-trick? No, not Aronson hat. Do you think there's any chance it's a 4-4-2 diamond?
I mean, there's a chance. I'd say the chance is low, personally, because, again, I mean, it's just hard to know. We've never seen Greg go with two up top, ever. Well, no, that is not true. He went 4-4-2 mid-block all the way up until Gold Cup 2019. So way back early in his career, he would have, like, Josie and Zardes up top together or some nonsense like that. But, yeah, I'd say it's low because, you know, all we have is Greg's past history, and past history actually suggests 4-3-3 is what it suggests, or 4-4-2 flat with Gio wide. Those are the most likely scenarios, but I guess we just won't know.
What do you think of this conspiracy from Colin Reese?
I think it's hilarious. I did not expect Colin Reese. Well, maybe I should have expected this from Colin Reese. It's clear that Greg Berhalter now trots out the 11 that the USMNT YouTubers propose in order to be popular. I'm really sure that Greg Berhalter is very concerned about whether or not we like him, right? That's clearly.
He probably should have done that last cycle. He didn't give two craps about what we were saying last cycle.
Definitely did not care last cycle. And I don't think he cares this cycle either.
No.
But I love Colin Reese's thought.
Yeah, again, it's just that Berhalter put a lineup that it's like, again, not much to complain in regards to player selection.
Yeah,
we'll see how we play because we talked about in the last game how yes, his player selection was fine, but the team is still like continues to play ultra safe in possession. No one wants to take risks. Now, is that on the players? Is that on Berhalter? Historically, Berhalter has like players that are very safe on the ball and hold possession, like Sebastian Lletget. That's a great example.
Mm-hmm.
So there's probably a lot of instructions there where it's like, yeah, don't like maybe don't make that risk. Keep like maybe not saying that specifically of like don't make the risky pass, but more or less saying let's try to hold possession a little bit too much. Which is, again, it's how Spain plays a lot. We don't play like Spain, but you get the point. So my question is, like, how are we going to play? Are we going to be fast? Like, are we going to move the ball quick enough to break a low block? Is Trinidad even going to come at us with a low block? We don't know
I actually
yet.
don't think they're going to come out at. People are saying they have to come out at us. I think they're just going to do damage control.
Just try not to lose by a lot.
I think Trinidad and Tobago knows they're not going to beat us 3-0. But maybe not.
Yeah, but then there's another argument to that, which is losing to us by 5 or losing to us by 1. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but from a pride perspective, it's not, right? I don't know. I guess we'll see.
But going on, Jeff is saying, Tack, Pete, 2 attractive young fellas with great personalities. What's the injury report on Weah and Pulisic? Thank you, Jeff. Weah, in regards to Weah, he is supposed to be back this weekend, actually. That's what we're hearing, at least. Christian Pulisic, we didn't get an update yet. And Pulisic with injuries, we know how that goes, right?
I saw today that he's back in training.
Okay, so sooner rather than later. My concern with Pulisic is like re-aggravating that injury because that's usually what happens with him, right? Comes back and then he re-aggravates that hamstring injury and just lingers on all season long.
I wouldn't start him this weekend, for example. I would play him off the bench and gradually bring him back.
I'm just going to turn off the light in the back because it was a bit too strong. Yeah, so we don't know, Jeff. Thank you for the super chat in regards to that. Everyone, if you just came in, we're back. Drop a like in the video, live watch along, and then post game at 11 Yanks. Regular schedule is back for both channels. And that was a one-off thing that we went to U.S. Soccer. We talked about it for anyone that missed out on it, just to mention it once again. We got invited by Brett Oppenheim. He's doing some work with U.S. Soccer. You guys probably know him. He has been here at the channel before, and he really wanted to invite a bunch of USMNT, not USMNT necessarily, but like content creators from the United States to show like his appreciation. That's at least what he told us, and he did a good job with that. They gave us jerseys, scarves, brought us to the field, and he did in partnership with U.S. Soccer. Obviously, they were the ones that provided all of that through Brett Oppenheim. So we were invited by him. Mostly we were very well received, besides one specific encounter, which wasn't the worst thing, but wasn't great. We're not going to get into details. We already talked about that. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
But anyhow, for anyone that thought that we were now insiders of U.S. Soccer, I can assure you we're not insiders of U.S. Soccer. We're just great friends of Brett Oppenheim, and he's a great person that helped us with this. And
we're thankful that U.S. Soccer brought us in, but it's not going to change our coverage. You know what I mean?
And I still think all the issues we've always talked about, they're all still there. They're all still there. The
only difference I'd say is personnel-wise, Greg is finally doing the obvious right thing.
No, Berhalter, yeah, but we've been talking about Berhalter, like what he's doing right or wrong already. I'm talking about the issues within the landscape of U.S. Soccer, the federation. I think still the same issues are there until I see further evidence. I don't think, because again, the thing with like bringing us there, thank you, U.S. Soccer, obviously, thank you, of course, but it came from Brett, not from U.S. Soccer. It's not like they could have invited us whenever they wanted to. They couldn't reach out to us very easily if they want to, very easily. But it came from Brett. So it was like Brett wanted this.
Brett pushed to have us there. We were basically guests of Brett.
Yes. I don't know how much he had to push. He's not going to open up in regards to that. Maybe it was easy. But I'm just saying that this could have happened without him, but it never did. So he was the one that made it happen. But even if they did invite, that doesn't really mean anything is actually changing. We had some talks there, which we heard some things are changing. But again, I'm only going to believe it when I see it. So moving on from that, back to the regular coverage. I'm going to put the starting 11 here on screen again. But everyone here,
shout out to Max Bredos. He was hilarious and a lot of fun to hang out with in person.
Yeah, I want to add on to that too real quick, because Max gets a lot of hate because we even told him that he does come out as an MLS show very often. Very often. because he is a little bit. I mean, he works for them and he knows this.
Yes.
But Max in person is a very funny guy. Very funny guy. Super nice to us.
Very
Nice.
warm, generous guy.
Yes.
And hilarious.
So if you guys want to disagree with Max, continue to do so, because we did disagree with him in person, actually.
Oh, yeah.
But try not to give him shit for it. Like understand, he's a nice guy.
I think he's very well-intentioned, Max.
Yes. I still have some question marks in regards to people in the Federation. I do have a lot of question marks in regards to that. But Max Bretos, I can assure you guys, the dude is pretty cool. He's harmless, very nice guy. So let's give Max a break. Max, you can give a break. NIBBL3 saying can't spell L3 without the L. I mean, Mexico, as of now, they're going to have to play an extra knockout round to make it to the Copa America if they make it. I think they'll end up making it, just to be honest. But it'll be kind of funny if Mexico doesn't make it to the Nations League semifinals in Dallas. That'll be played in March. JB Gaming saying, Tack, your vlog was amazing. Keep up the good work. Thank you, JB Gaming. Thank you very much. I'm glad a lot of you enjoyed the vlog. There was obviously some restrictions of what we could or could not record, and we were not allowed. It would be fun if we maybe got to interact with some of the players and get them in the vlog, or maybe Berhalter, but there was a lot of restrictions in regards to that. But that's why we focused on mainly showing the sweet experience, right? Me and Pete. That's why me and Pete are a lot talking about that in the vlog instead of like actual that. But overall, it was lots of fun to get it. The vlog was fun. Tom is saying, didn't know y'all were in Austin. Well, we said it multiple times, man. We said it so many times.
Yeah, it was in our videos, on our social medias.
And they saying, how did the Californian and Floridian enjoy the food there? Berhalter ball doesn't pair well with barbecue and Mexican food. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Berhalter ball pairs up well with melatonin. Like if you take some melatonin and then maybe, take like you're very sick and then you take NyQuil Severe and melatonin and you just freaking sleep for 14 hours. That's what Berhalter ball pairs well with. I mean, I've been to Texas multiple times before. I even stayed there a couple months. So none of the food was new to me. And Pete only had barbecue. That's all you ate there, right?
The barbecue was delicious. We went to
Terry
Black's. Terry Black's.
Terry's Black.
We went to Terry Black's. It was delicious. I ate way too much. You can see it on Tack's channel. I'm like swollen from all the barbecue I ate.
You know who ate a lot too? Max Bretos.
Max Bretos out-ate both of us. He had this massive chunk of beef. What was it? Beef.
It was like beef ribs.
Beef ribs. Yeah, massive chunk of beef. That man can eat. He appreciates good food.
Yeah. Max definitely ate a lot. I got some brisket sausage, and it was good. The food was good, but I already knew not Mexican, but like Texan food, and they have obviously Tex-Mex. We should have done a food vlog. Those get more views also.
I know. We should do Tack and Pete travel the country, going MLS stadium to MLS stadium. But instead of doing vlogs for the MLS stadiums, we do vlogs of us trying the food in each city. It might be more popular than the MLS stadium vlog.
Just can't do that in England, man. Not trying to vomit.
No. It would have to stay in the US, obviously.
And then we can go to South America later and compare. But lastly, there was one super chat that I missed. It said, is Adams dead? The Tyler Adams came back for a cup game in cricket sense. So Tyler Adams, he came back for that cup game, and then he re-aggravated his injury, and he is back in the United States recovering. I think he had surgery again, which is not good. They said Tyler Adams at the earliest will be back in March, which means he's probably close to done for the season. Maybe he'll get a few games towards the end because they're also going to be careful with this. I'm going to say Tyler is probably not going to come back till like April or May, if he comes back this season, because it seems like a pretty bad injury. Maybe we'll have him for Copa America, but I don't expect him to be in the March camp. Now, S27 says, so Tack, Brazilian barbecue or American Texan barbecue? I've been asked this quite a bit, and this is my overall opinion on it. In regards to the meat that the barbecue has, I would say it's very close. It's not the same. Like, it's different types that they have in Brazil and the U.S., but I wouldn't say I have a preference. Brazilian barbecue, the meat aspect of it, or the Texan, it's pretty much the same. It's just a matter of what you want in that day. We don't have brisket in the Brazilian barbecue, but we have picanha, fraldinha. We don't have the sausage, but we have linguiça. So at the end of the day, it's the same. But I will say that the things that complement the barbecue, the extra stuff, in Brazil, I find it better than the Texan barbecue, because Texan barbecue, what you have to complement it would be like mac and cheese, potato salad, green beans, things like that. While the barbecue in Brazil, You'll have garlic bread, which is a bit different in Brazil. You'll have the pão de queijo. There's other things that they bring that I find it better. So the barbecue, just the meat, same to me. They're both wonderful. What complements it, I think the Brazilian one's a bit better. JB Game is saying you and Pete are the definition of a power duo, so it makes the watch-alongs and content that much better. When are you guys going to upload a podcast? Pete, the podcast, well, the problem is time right now has been the issue for the podcast right now. Pete's acting career is blowing up. It's blowing up, man.
It's not blowing up, but I am working more regularly. So that's a problem.
That isn't it trending up? That's blowing up.
Yeah, it's trending up. I wouldn't say it's blowing up because if you Google Peter Masseny, you're not going to find, I mean, a little bit here and there. But, you know, I'm not going to the Oscars or anything anytime soon. I will say, though, that, you know, obviously you guys know with the sponsor and all of that, we've also had to work harder outside of YouTube in order to make ends meet. So it makes it a little harder to put out as much content as we would like. The podcast has kind of suffered as a result, you know, and that's just a factor.
Did we lose Pete? I think we lost Pete. We lost him. Pete always freezes in a very cool pose. It's never like something weird. See like that? Look at that. That would be a good
Like
profile
we still have
picture.
to pay bills, you know.
I think you froze, but are you still there, Pete?
I'm back.
Okay, you're back. You're
Yeah,
back.
I'm here.
So he's back. But in regards to the
where
podcast,
did I
whenever
cut
we
out?
have time, you were talking about bills.
Oh, yeah. I was just saying mostly we still have to pay bills, so we have more work. We have to do more work outside YouTube in order to pay bills, basically, which is why the podcast has suffered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but whenever we have time, we'll absolutely bring it back. We have fun with it, but the problem is like with scheduling and everything, it becomes very hard to do so. Going on here, poor kid Tyler possibly lost his spot. I wouldn't say Tyler Adams lost his spot. No one really stepped up that much to take Tyler Adams' spot. He's still in the mix normally. It really depends on how Tyler Adams comes back. We don't know because he's always been a player that his explosiveness, the hard tackles, athleticism has always played a big role in his game, more off the ball than on the ball. And we're going to have to see if he didn't lose some speed, agility, because it's muscle injury, dude. It can be tricky. It's not an easy position to be. You say another chance for Zendejas on the right wing. Look, I'm not that down on Zendejas as some people are after his Gold Cup, but I'm also not that high on Zendejas. So I'm not going to die on that hill. I kind of like what Greg did on this one. See, I'm shilling for Greg right here. Kind of like what he did in regards to
because they gave you a women's T-shirt. That's why.
That's why I bowed to Berhalter. They also didn't let us close to Berhalter. There's that.
That was very intentional.
That was very obvious. It was like, let's wait for Greg to get out of the field and we can let them in. They should have let me near BJ Callahan. I'm a big fan. Great guy. They're saying, Anthony's saying, hey, Tack, this is off topic, but Brazilian coach Silvinho led my other national team, Albania, to qualify to the Euros 2024. I saw that. Silvinho, the former left back, he did do that. Quite an accomplishment. I don't know much about the Albanian players. Maybe he has a strong team. Credit to him, but that's big. That is big time. Tiago Martins saying, do you know what's happening to Brazil? What's happening to Brazil is we don't have a coach right now. They have Fernando Diniz in charge of Brazil. He's literally the Fluminense coach, literally a club coach coaching the national team. So he's definitely not putting in the time while they try to figure out the situation with Carlo Ancelotti. Along with that, Brazil is transitioning from a phase where they were 100% always Neymar dependent. Everyone just played focusing on Neymar, and they're not figuring out who will step up. Someone has to step up, one or two players. And no one seems to be wanting to step up for Brazil. They're always like trying to put it on Neymar's back, and Neymar's gone. Neymar's gone. Someone has to step up. Vinicius doesn't seem to want to step up. Rodrigo doesn't want. Someone has to do it. No one's doing it. So the team has been looking very much lost without a coach.
Wait for Endrick.
He might play tomorrow. You
think he'll start?
I don't think so. Come off the bench, but he'll come off the bench tomorrow. Maybe score against Argentina and then lock in his spot. JB Game is saying, honestly, take Johnny over Tyler at this point. I mean, Tyler's injured, so it's an obvious pick, but so is Johnny. Johnny's also injured. But that is, let me see. Greenman Tack, you said you would tweet out a place for us to meet with you and Pete at the stadium during halftime, and you didn't. Was hoping to meet you all. So here's the problem. We couldn't really leave the suite at halftime. That's one thing. Let me add that. Like, it wasn't really given an option. I don't even know if probably weren't in prison there, but that was never really mentioned for us to leave. And before the game, unfortunately, we arrived at the stadium, I would say, later than we wanted to. So we had to rush in. There was also issues that that I had to like put out the selfie stick. I wasn't allowed in with it. So we wanted to do that, and I think we should do that eventually in some game. And I was able to do it when it was here in Orlando, but unfortunately things were super rushed. It was kind of a weird trip. It felt like I landed and left. Like as soon as landed and left in the trip, it just felt like everything was so fast. So it was mainly that. We wanted to, but it was super. Like Pete arrived literally, I think 2 hours before the game or something.
Yeah, I literally landed. We went straight to dinner. I dragged my suitcase to the restaurant with me. That's how close it was. We had a quick bite at the restaurant, and then it was like straight to the game.
I mean, I wouldn't call what Max had a bite.
It was a Max bite.
Max had a few bites. That was a lot of bites.
Maximilian bite.
Nice. But saying Zachary John saying the Crew or Orlando City. Well, the Crew are probably one of the best probably the best offense in MLS.
I think Crew is going to be in the final. Either Crew or Cincinnati.
I think they might actually lose to Orlando.
Believe it or not.
And I'm usually very down on Orlando. You know that. I think Orlando will win this one. It'll be something like a 1-1 draw, go to penalty kicks, and Orlando advances in a very scrappy game. It's also in Orlando, the game. In MLS, playing at home for some reason plays a big role in the playoffs. So I'm going to have Orlando advancing for this one. Orlando plays the Crew on the 25th. I think it's Saturday. I'm going to try to go, not to this game because of Thanksgiving, I'll be with family and all of that. But after that, I'll try to go to the next Orlando game. What is again? If what's his name? If FC Cincinnati doesn't advance. Thiago Martinez is saying, me and Pete had a Discord. We needed you to translate. Did you really? I think Pete froze. Pete froze again. You see? Do you guys see? He always freezes with a nice pose. Look at that. He's just like looking. That's like a profile picture pose. Why does he always, like when I freeze, it's always something super weird. Like I'm like something super weird. And then when Pete freezes, it's always something very elegant. Look at that. Look at that. It's so weird. Like, look at that. Jeff is even saying Pete is like sexy right now. Very weird stuff. That's constipation, Pete. It's not constipation. It's like he's thinking. If he had his hand right here and his hand like that, it would look like he was thinking. But going on here while Pete is out. Okay, he's back. Now we have what is going on here?
How does because I didn't leave the
Is that a glitch in the Matrix? That was a glitch in the Matrix for a second here.
That was my evil twin. He's the one that actually goes to acting jobs, not me. I do YouTube and he does acting and people think we're the same. That's US Peter Massey.
U.S. soccer's worst nightmare. There's like 2 of me and 2 of you.
Can you imagine? We're at the stadium, but we're also doing the post-game watch-along.
Yes. It's like in the stadium, like doing a vlog while you shit on the game at home.
Somebody put 22 Yanks.
22 Yanks. 22 Yanks. Yeah, we don't need 22 Yanks. That's too many, man.
Yeah, it's my stunt double. Don't worry. Yeah. AI will replace him soon.
But everyone, once again, that's the starting 11 on screen. It's not necessarily that lineup. It's probably formation. Sorry, it's probably not that formation. To be honest, we have said it. I think there's no point on us continuing to speculate on the formation. Let's see when the game starts. When the game starts, we'll go through the formation. I'm guessing it's a 4-4-2. It's just whether it's a 4-4-2 flat or a 4-4-2 diamond with Gio Reyna at the 10 there. I would hope so. Berhalter hasn't given us any evidence that he wants to see Gio out wide again because he didn't do that last game besides Gio floating around. So that's why I'm guessing it might be more of like a 4-4-2 diamond. But who knows? I'm just happy that there's a slight possibility that we get to see some tactical flexibility from Greg. Because the last cycle, at least from late 2021 till early 2021 to late 2022, all the way into the World Cup, it was the same formation, same system, regardless of who we played and who we had available. It didn't matter. It was the same one. It was frustrating. So to see Berhalter at least looks like he'll shake things up because we don't have our 2 starting wingers, I appreciate that. If that is true.
Yes. If he plays with a 2 up top, right? If Balo is not wide, at least we can say he's trying something different. And that's something that we've been asking for a very, very long time, to try something different. So credit to Berhalter for finally trying something different. Honestly, even if it doesn't work, I'll still feel like at least you tried something different. I'll appreciate the fact that he tried, because not everything you're going to try is going to work necessarily. Now, why it doesn't work could also be Berhalter's fault. But for now, let's just say good for him for trying this 2 up top. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes for it to work, you need a little bit of persistence. Let's say it doesn't work today for whatever reason. Adapt, adjust, and get it to work. Like sometimes it's something new for the players, and it won't work right away. Ivan is saying, Tack, do you plan to make a Discord? Me and Pete made a Discord a while back. The thing is, guys, I don't have time. Like if I make a Discord, I don't have time to. I don't even know how to manage a Discord. There was even a viewer of the channel that helped me build a Discord, but I couldn't really.
Chip?
I don't remember who helped me anymore. I have his phone number. I can look it up here, but I don't even know if he wants me to give his name. That's the thing.
He's the one who helped me get on the Discord for the calls, for the live call-in show.
Maybe it was him. I can double check, but I don't know how it works. I don't have much time. There's my company here, soccer, in the YouTube channel, and also life in general. But so I would love to, and I think it would be a way to strengthen the community. But as of now, the way we interact with y'all is through live streams, Twitter, and Pete has a Discord there. Maybe I'll hop in that. It might be easier for me with that.
Yeah, actually, I'm thinking maybe after we finish the post game to just leave it on, and you can stay or you can leave. It's up to you. I know it's going to be late for you, but I might just take a few calls on the Discord if people want that.
That'll be good. That'll be good towards the end. And then saying Telemundo is showing a 4-3-1-2. 4-3-1-2 is just a 4-4-2 diamond. It's just a 4-4-2 diamond, essentially. People need to, like, I saw this on Twitter today, too. Someone was saying, I put a 3-5-2, and then a guy said, that's not a 3-5-2. That's a 5-3-2. 3-5-2, 5-3-2, it's literally the same formation. It just depends on how you use the wingbacks. It's the same formation. 4-3-1-2 is a 4-4-2 diamond. That just means the 1 is a 10, like a central attacking midfielder. It's literally the same formation. Tiago Martin saying, ask Pete about the Discord call. Poor guy. I mean, I can just use his with him.
Well, no. He's saying because he called into the Discord, and I struggled to understand him a little bit. Actually, it was better than you think, you know.
Okay.
I don't think he gave himself enough credit. He was better. His English is better than he thinks.
Okay. That's good. It's a good way for him to practice, too.
Yeah.
Burger King, you should sponsor the channel. Burger King. I mean, I don't eat a Burger King, but I could eat a
way to get them to sponsor the channel. Tag.
Yeah, now they're gone. I just lost Burger King as a sponsor. Hey, I'm willing to eat a Whopper per month for the sponsorship.
I think they might want a weekly Whopper, a Whopper a week with Tactical Manager.
Yeah, man, I'm not trying to gain weight here. I think I'm like peak weight right now. I shouldn't gain any pounds. I'm peak weight right now. Burger King said, I expect Trinidad to be deep throating. What? Us to score a goal. What? Also, Paredes needs to eat more Burger King. He gets pushed around. Yes, he should probably go to the gym again. Even though we talked about this on the other stream, it's not about how bulked up and strong you are. It's also how you use your body. Like we talk, like Messi's not big by any means, but try to knock that guy down.
Right. It's a center of gravity issue more.
And then Zachary Johnson, Aiden Morris over Luca De La Torre. No, he's not better than Luca De La Torre. There's absolutely no chance. Yeah, Burger King got me. Thank you, Burger King. You got me on that one. It wasn't that good, though. It wasn't that good. It was okay.
It was too obvious. Like you knew what you were saying when you said it.
Yeah. It was just because it wasn't like the ones that are random ass names.
But it was a good attempt. It was a good attempt.
It was a good one.
Do better. Be better. I'm gonna be like that Twitter. You know those Twitter like justice warriors.
Joe Swole.
They're always like, be better. It's like, okay.
It's Joe Swole also. He's the one that criticizes someone like doing something stupid at the gym, and at the end he just says, be better. Something like that.
That's who it is. Yeah.
Tom is saying, when did Palmeiras win a last title? Vlog parade. When did Palmeiras win a title last? Well, Palmeiras they're the current champions of the league. So they literally won the league last year. They won the state championship this season. They won the Brazilian Super Cup this season. And they're leading the league this season. So they might win the league again. Vlog parade, that would require me going to Sao Paulo. And as much as I love Brazil, sometimes Brazil for too long is too much. So I'll be back in Brazil maybe next year or 2 years from now. I need a little Brazil break. A little bit Brazil break here for me. So the players are on the field. It'll be interesting to see what formation we're actually playing because we don't really know. They already played the national anthem. The stadium is actually empty, completely empty. Like no one's there, dude. There's probably more people in this chat right now.
Trinidad and Tobago is more of a cricket country, aren't they?
I don't know, man. I don't know. The field also, I don't know. It doesn't. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying
It
to
looks
figure out the
bumpy as
formation.
shit. It looks bumpy.
I think Gio is wide. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, Gio's wide.
Oh, Berhalter.
We're back to this. It's Musa. It's Musa.
So Aronson is
It's
playing
4-4-2. It's 4-4-2.
flat.
It looks
Right?
like a flat 4-4-2. We'll see though. Let's see as the game goes on.
Yeah, and then with Gio and Aronson out wide, Musa and De La Torre central, and then Pepe and Balogun up top.
Could be more of a 4-4-2-2-2 also. 4-2-2-2. Because Gio and Aronson are a little tucked in, almost like Bob Bradley's empty bucket formation.
Well, now he's very wide too. Yeah, more of like a 4-2-2-2. Jesse Marsh style. Jesse Marsh.
Yeah, very, very Jesse. Let's see how this goes. I'll be back around halftime probably, or in and out.
Yeah, whenever you want, just stop by.
All right, sounds good.
Back in Trinidad.
Let's go, USA. Come on, guys. Let's get our first away win since August 2021. Berhalter has not won away, and I don't mean at a neutral venue like at the World Cup. I'm talking about away from home, so at somebody's home ground. We haven't done that since 2021.
Yeah.
Go Pepe. Shit.
So everyone, anyone asking for the time, look at the time on screen. I'm roughly 40 seconds behind that. I'm at minute 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145. So I'm probably behind a few of you. So I'm about like 40 seconds behind what you see on screen. That's what it is. And here comes Balogun. Balogun to Aronson. Bad touch by Aronson, but he can turn. He shoots. Saved by the goalkeeper. We almost scored there with Aronson with a nice little... Trinidad doesn't seem they care. That's the weird thing. So good ball by floating Balogun right there. And then Aronson didn't take a great touch, but he still managed to hold on to the ball. Nice little spin move and gets a shot right at the goalkeeper that makes a save with his feet. Could have been 1-0. This has to be a win. We cannot win this match. This Trinidad team is just not good enough. But good save by the goalkeeper. Good reflexes right there. Good save by the Trinidad goalkeeper. Thiago Martins saying, which one do you prefer, BK, so Burger King, or McDonald's? I prefer McDonald's a little bit, but I don't really eat fast food very often. So, I mean, I think I would say it's like same beast, different animal. 6 and half a dozen. Mostly the same thing to me. That's a good one. That was good. That was a good penetration from the United States. Very good penetration. And if you thought anything else besides just like a soccer penetration, then you have a dirty mind. I'll be using the word penetration a lot. Okay, we try to recover the ball there with De La Torre. Musa forward. Balogun. Nice touch from Balogun with the shot. Saved by the goalkeeper again. What is this? We're facing Tim Howard? What is going on here? Balogun with another shot on target. Now, actually, Balogun didn't hit the first one. It was Aronson and Balogun already with hitting a shot on target each. 2 shots on target for the United States. Just 3 minutes into the game. Jeff. Okay, Jeff. No. That's not happening, Jeff. Not happening. I'm not going to read your chat right there, Jeff. But the United States already had 2 good goal scoring opportunities here. 2 good goal scoring opportunities already in this match. Gio Reyna dropping a bit deep out wide. Just walking with the ball. No one presses him from Trinidad. Luca De La Torre opens up to... Oh, A-Rob. That's a bad pass, but that's a handball. Handball. Trinidad is not sitting on that low block. I mean, I missed President Chip's super chat. Hold on, President Chip. Oh, here it is. He said, Mexico's done for, man. Love the lineup. Yeah, I like the lineup too. I like they were playing 2 up top today with no wingers. I like the fact that we're at least trying. But it's looking more like a 4-2-2-2. Look how tucked in Gio and Aronson are. It's a 4-2-2-2. Gio Reyna opens out wide to Serginho Dest. Should I do a live watch along for Mexico tomorrow? They might get eliminated. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to do the one for Brazil and Argentina. Do you guys want me to do a live watch along for Mexico tomorrow? They might actually get eliminated, which is freaking hilarious. Hilarious. I might actually, like, if I do a Mexico live watch along, I might just buy some whiskey, just drink some whiskey, right? And dress all black for Mexico's funeral. I'm wearing all black today. I'll wear all black tomorrow for their funeral. Today I'm dressing for Trinidad and Tobago's funeral. Tomorrow for Mexico's funeral. I might even wear a suit out of respect. I might even wear a suit. I might as well. Might as well. Yeah, but everyone, don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to drop a like in the stream if you haven't already. And I'll do one for Mexico tomorrow then. Actually, tequila. I don't like tequila though. I don't like it. Whiskey, at least you can slowly drink it. Not that I'm a big fan of whiskey anyway, or just drinking in general. Trinidad with the corner. Ball's in. Turner punched the ball. Balogun will try to hit. Let's see how we do in transition. I think we need to improve. We need to be a bit faster in transition. Balogun, not a good ball right there. Not a good ball. Bounced a bit too much. De La Torre couldn't reach it. This is one issue I constantly see with the U.S. men's national team. We need to be a bit faster in transition. I don't know why we're this slow in transition every time. Oh, Berhalter's wearing like regular shoes today? That's disappointing. That's disappointing. Are those regular shoes though, or are they nice? They're just black shoes. Okay, Trinidad's with the ball again. See how this goes. He's wearing Jordans. Yeah, he usually wears those Jordans. So I guess they are nice shoes. It's just that when you wear like white shoes, they'll catch. White shoes just catch more attention in general. But no, those are nice. I mean, I was wearing black shoes, black Nikes, for the vlog too. They're just more discreet, I guess. United States recovers the ball. Luca Del Torre, good connection there with Balogun. Brendan Aronson. Oh, look at Aronson blowing by his defender. Just keep going with it. Just a little pull, man. Yeah, not regular shoes. Sorry. Those jeans. Yeah, the Berhalter jeans, though. If he farts, they'll rip. Those jeans are too tight, man. If he farts, they'll rip. You know what they say? Never trust a fart. But it's usually because you'll poop yourself with the fart. In his case, don't trust a fart because he'll literally rip those jeans if he farts. They're way too tight, man. The thing is, I don't like wearing super tight jeans. They make it very uncomfortable on your balls. Just saying. Just saying. It's very uncomfortable, but Berhalter is wearing it. I don't know. If I was a coach, I'd probably wear like sweatpants or like soccer pants. They're more comfortable than tight jeans for a game. Gio with the delivery. And this could be it with Aronson. Nope. Trinidad is able to clear it. Zachary Johnson saying Greg is too old for skinny jeans and Jordans. Hey, man, don't hate on the guy. Don't hate on the guy. He's just trying to be, that cool uncle. How old is Greg Berhalter? Did he hit his 50s? Greg Berhalter age. How old is Berhalter? He's 50 years old. Yeah, he's a bit too old, man. Sorry. Look, I understand. There's probably a few viewers here that are 50. There's probably a few viewers that are 60. I'm just saying that, yeah, like I might not be wearing skinny. Well, I actually don't wear skinny jeans. Actually, I don't wear skinny jeans. Like I said, they're not very comfortable. They're not very comfortable. A-Rob with the throw-in for the United States. What is 50, 54? What are these things? He's 50. No, he's 50. He's not 54. How many likes do we have on this stream so far? Let me see. So we have only 244 likes, which is quite disappointing because we have almost 900 people here for a long time. Let's try to hit 400 likes. Musa opens out wide. I'll do some Brazilian commentary. Balogun trying to find options. Find Serginho Dest. Gio Reyna to Dest. Finds Balogun. Balogun able to hold off to the ball. Pulled. He was pulled. Ref, just give them a yellow. 9 minutes into the game. It feels like we're playing better than the first game where we played at home. Feels like we're playing better today. Now, of course, that has a lot to do with the fact that Trinidad is not sitting in a low block like in the first game. Well, they're very deep right now, but they're definitely not as deep as they were in the first game. Because, I mean, they need a win. This result is not good enough for Trinidad, but Balogun No, that's not Balogun. That was Musa out wide down the right flank. Wasn't Balogun out wide before? So it's just Gio Reyna and Yunus Musa combining out wide. And free kick for Trinidad and Tobago. Let me see if I didn't miss. Brett and Derek are cooler than Berhalter. Yeah, of course they are. I mean, Brett and Derek are actually cooler than me. They're definitely cooler than myself. Tom, I didn't miss your chat. I'm getting there. You're saying, can you get an L3 fan to stream the match with? I don't know if I can on a short notice, but I can try to get an L3 fan to come to the match. But I don't know if he would want to, be part of this. It's not going to look good for them tomorrow, man. Unless CONCACAF really rigs it, it's not going to look good for Mexico tomorrow. They look like crap in the first game. They look like crap. They lost to Honduras 2-0. Honduras looked dangerous in transition, looked deadly up top. Well, Mexico was crap. Santi Jimenez, the 100 million euro center forward that was going to Barcelona or Real Madrid, he looked like crap against Honduras. Here comes the United States in transition. Serginho Dest cleared by Trinidad and Tobago once again. And Joey's saying L3 is in their Taco Bell era. Yeah. They need to go back. Well, I'm not an L3 fan, but they need to go back to their Mexico City taco era. Mexico City tacos are wonderful. Taco Bell tacos. Does Taco Bell even have tacos? I don't know. I ate a Taco Bell like once. I think it was in college. It's not good, man. You need to be hammered to really enjoy Taco Bell. But again, when you're drunk, McDonald's tastes like those gourmet burgers, like those $20 burgers. I don't know, man. Taco Bell, you have to be really drunk to enjoy Taco Bell. But as I said, if you're in college and you're drunk, McDonald's tastes wonderful. Taco Bell tastes wonderful. That $1 sliced pizza in Manhattan will taste wonderful. Well, actually, I talked to friends from New York. The $1 slice in Manhattan is now $1.50 because of inflation. But it is a pizza I do recommend. It's definitely very greasy, cheap. But I like that pizza. And Trinidad recovers the ball and tries to hit the United States in transition. Actually, they will hit us in transition. Coming out wide here, Tim Ream in isolation against their number 9. I don't know his name, and I don't want to find out. Cuts Tim Ream. Ooh! Matt Turner saves it. Seemed like he's... Oh. Nice little play right there by their number 9. Should I figure out his name? 335 likes. Good. We're almost at 400. Maybe we'll hit 400 one day. Or maybe fine. I'll do some commentary in Portuguese, in Brazilian Portuguese, once we hit 500 likes. That was a good play by Trinidad and Tobago right there. Thiago Martinez saying, to be honest, Greg Berhalter is the only American willing to coach the U.S. men's national team. That is 100% not true. That is 100% not true. I'm American. I'll coach the U.S. men's national team. I'll probably suck, but I'll coach them. Or maybe I won't. I mean, like, these teams were expected to win anyway. And going on, let's try to hit 500 likes so that I can do some commentary in Portuguese. I know you guys love Portuguese from Brazil. Portuguese from Brazil is a lot better than Portuguese from Portugal. Just saying. Sorry if you're from Portugal, but it's just true. We just sound cooler. We just sound much cooler. YouTube TV cut the stream. Really? They cut the stream. Well, I'm watching it on TNT right now. Is it on TNT? I think I'm on TNT. I don't know. I just have like Spectrum TV app right now. That's how I'm watching the match. Trinidad and Tobago with the ball. So 14 minutes into the game, still 0-0. Brendan Aronson, nice steal. No call. Trinidad with the ball. Brendan Aronson, dispossessed once again. Man. Aronson has really fallen off, has he? He has really fallen off. Yeah, it's kind of weird because in regards to language, I see someone saying you steal our language and then you should. Well, we didn't steal the language from Portugal. Portugal colonized Brazil and then left us with Portuguese. But, ooh, Aronson almost scored. Almost scored for the United States. But it's interesting because, I don't know, like, English from England sounds cool. I don't know. I know a lot of us hate on England. I hate on England quite a bit. Good ball by Gio Reyna. And then Aronson with a very weak shot. You're not going to score on the goalkeeper like that. Nevertheless, in regards to Brazilian Portuguese, I feel like Brazilian Portuguese became better than Portuguese from Portugal. I don't know why. I don't know why. But again, English. I don't know. You guys, let me know in the chat. I'm actually curious. Regardless of us hating on England quite a bit here at the channel, do you prefer English from England or English from the United States? I wouldn't change my accent because I feel like English from England sounds a bit snob, like a snob a little bit. But this also seem more classy at times. I don't know. Maybe because I don't listen to it enough. Maybe if I listen to the British accent far too often, I'll probably just get like pissed about it at some point. And I don't really get pissed with American English, but I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like the English accent is a bit cocky at times. But regardless, it's more debatable than Brazilian Portuguese in Portugal Portuguese because the Brazilian Portuguese is easily better. Easily better. Don't know why. It's funny every time I talk about England, I remember of the World Cup how a lot of people from Britain, from not like from the UK, they got pissed at me. I remember the chat, not the chat, the comment section of that video, just because I said Wales is not a real country. Wales is like an animal in the sea, and we had to play Wales in the World Cup, but they weren't a real country. So I called them England Junior, and they didn't take that well. Unlike the Canadians, when I call Canada America Junior, they accept it because it's somewhat a little bit true, just a little bit. And then they said Brazil. The way they countered me was saying Brazil was Portugal Junior. No, it's not. No, it's not. Brazil is far too independent of Portugal these days. Brazil's a bigger economy than Portugal these days, and a bigger country. Unlike Wales, which is like like a city in England at this point. No, not really a city. It's a bit bigger than a city, but you get the point. Like a county. Probably Wales is probably the size of like a county in the United States. Like you come here to Orlando, like, well, it's probably smaller than Orange County in California. Not a country in my books. Not a country in my books. Oh boy, this game has gotten really boring. Even though we've had, oh shoot, I just dropped this. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Even though we've had some decent goal scoring opportunities, 2 of them with Brendan Aronson, 1 of them with floating Balogun, it's been a very boring game overall. Again, we're up 3-0, so it's not like the United States is going to push harder for a result, even though I think these are the games we have to start winning away in CONCACAF. We have to start winning away in CONCACAF. Greg Berhalter's record in CONCACAF is horrible when he plays away. It's horrible. Not that I want Berhalter to fluff his record, but I want us to start winning away in CONCACAF. Even though we don't need it that much for this cycle because we're not going to play World Cup qualifying, that's when you truly need it. But come on, these are the type of games that you have to win. And free kick for the United States. You just really have to win this game. Edwin Ray is saying L3 fan here. Missing out on the Copa America wouldn't be bad if changes finally come. Would rather miss out on that than the World Cup. I don't think anything will change with Mexican soccer if you guys miss out on the Copa America. I also don't think Mexico will miss out on the Copa America. If you guys don't win tomorrow by 3 goals and qualify directly, you're still going to have 1 more knockout round to go through. And I believe it's going to be 1 game, 1 knockout round played in Mexico. And CONCACAF will do everything in their power to get Mexico. So just to be honest, I don't think Mexico will miss the Copa America. But you guys might not qualify directly. But you guys are not missing the Copa America. I doubt it. Carl is saying, Tack, are you going to the Copa America final in Miami? I would say there is a 99% chance that I will go. I can't say 100% because it depends on how it goes. And maybe Dustin will come along too. So you guys will get to meet Dustin too. We're figuring out the logistics because Dustin lives in Europe right now. He lives in Europe. But the match will be during the summer. So maybe he'll be back in the U.S. by then. And if he's back in the U.S. during that time, we're going to try to make a trip to Miami to go catch the Copa America final. the thing is, if the United States makes it, which we don't know if they will, then we might stay at home because we might do the coverage. But if it's any other team and the U.S. is not there, we plan on going, making a vlog, having a good time there at the match. We'll want to do. Plus, I love Miami, man. I love Miami. So I'd be down to spend like a whole week in Miami. But yeah, we're planning. We and Dustin actually talked about this today. We can't promise because we don't know, but we plan on. And Aronson's on the floor again, flopping around like Magikarp. Yeah, man, Aronson, yeah, just not. But we're going to try to go to Miami. Yes, we're going to try to be there. Tiago Martinez saying, how many official languages there are in the United States of America? Just one official. Well, I guess, does the United States have isn't there something that the United States doesn't have an official language? I mean, sure, technically it's English, but isn't there something that we don't have an official language? Or we do? I mean, it should be English, right? But if you're saying in all of the Americas, well, we have Portuguese in Brazil, English for sure. I would say Spanish, 100%. I think some places might speak Dutch or French. So if you're asking all of the Americas, probably like 5, like Spanish, English, Portuguese, Dutch, and French. I don't think we have any other languages here. Unless you go to some towns in Argentina, and then you'll see some people just like speaking German in that town because, something happened like roughly 90 years ago and they had to escape Germany and after they lost something and they ended up in Argentina, a lot of them, if you guys know what I'm saying. Not accusing them of anything. I'm just saying that a lot of people had to run away from Germany about 90 years ago after they lost something, and Argentina was the home to many of them. Many of them. And it shows. It shows sometimes. I'm just saying, it shows. Not all Argentinians are like that, but a lot of them, not a lot of them, a few of them act in a way that is quite upsetting. Wuxia Game Central saying the United States is actually more English. The British in the 1800s would understand us better than they would the British of today. Really? I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. I was not aware of that. But wait. What's your source there? What's your source? So Aronson got hit on the balls. Al Weinstein, how are you doing? So you're saying, am I allowed to say that name on YouTube? Am I allowed to say that name? That nasty German dude lives in Argentina is what you mean. I mean, I wouldn't say he lives there. The dude's definitely dead by now. But I would say a lot of his loyalists might have. Allegedly. I'll put allegedly on that. Allegedly. I'll just say that very nasty German dude. Miller is saying the English accent only came into being around the Industrial Revolution, really, notably after the American Industrial Revolution. As the middle class wanted to distinguish themselves. Oh, is that so? It's a definition of pretentiousness. I didn't know that. Is that true? Can anyone confirm that? The super chat from Miller? I didn't know. Well, I mean, look, I actually never heard of that. I just thought we had different accents from the Brits just because Brazil also has a different accent from Portugal. I'm sure there's also an explanation to why Portugal's Portuguese is different from the Brazilian Portuguese. I didn't know that. But Al Weinstein, how have you been, man? How have you been? Haven't seen you on Twitter in a while. You deleted your Twitter? Haven't seen you in a long time. We used to talk to each other quite a bit. But Miller, yeah, can anyone confirm that? I don't know if it's true. Sounds correct. Some people are saying not really. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But back to the game here. Serginho Dest out wide. Tries to drive inside, finding options, finds Brendan Aronson, can't settle. Ricardo Pepi has it. A-Rob. So far, like, sure, we've been far dominant in possession. We created some chances, and we weren't clinical in front of the goal. I would say we've definitely been better. We're definitely better today than we were in the first half in Austin. You got to put the ball in the back of the net. It can't end 0-0. We got, Pepe back to Luca Del Torre. Serginho Dest finds Gio Reyna. Gio Reyna with the ball. Luca Del Torre back. We're just holding possession. We need more penetration. Lots of possession and no penetration again. Cross goes in. A-Rob, go! A-Rob. A-Rob again. So when did A-Rob become a top goal scorer? Anyone know when A-Rob became a prolific goal scorer? My Twitter on my cell phone has been so bad lately. And there it is. That was not penetration, but we still score. So 2 matches and 2 goals for A-Rob this camp. And with a header now, United States 1-0. Kind of happy for A-Rob, to be honest. Kind of happy for that. It's the haircut, yes. It must be the bleached hair. The bleached hair. So 1-0 for the United States. Very much well-deserved. Like I said, we need to be more clinical. We created a few chances, but we just weren't converting them. And we are playing much better than we did in the first half when we played in Austin. There's no doubt about that. I believe the first half in Austin, we had 0 shots on target. Besides that Serginho Dest cross, that was like a bad cross. It was like a diving header also by A-Rob. Very nice header. Very nice header. Oh, and then the Trinidad and Tobago just smashed it. Oh, his own player's knee. Honestly, yeah, I'll say one thing. The only thing I'm getting tired is Brendan Aronson. Because it's just been like Aronson just been like too many stinkers in a row for club and country at this point. Maybe keep him with his club for a while, let him figure it out. Once he figures it out, we bring it back. But right now, Aronson just hasn't been good enough for the U.S. men's national team. Here comes Trinidad with the cross. Yunus Musa clears it, and A-Rob will get it. Okay, A-Rob with the ball. Gio Reyna now very central right there. Ooh, Gio. 2 defenders came after him, and he just heels it back to A-Rob, taking both guys off the play. Just brilliant. Gio Reyna very central. Lots of freedom for Gio Reyna. Lots of freedom. We're moving the ball very well right now. A-Rob tries to go long for Pepe, and that will probably land with Trinidad and Tobago. So everyone, tomorrow I'll do that. I'll do a live watch along for Brazil and Argentina, and I'll follow up with a live watch along for Mexico versus Honduras. Hopefully we celebrate. Oh, Luca de la Torre. And that'll be a corner for the United States. Nice little drive there from Luca. And then I'll follow up. Hopefully we celebrate a Brazil win. That'll be big. Hopefully we celebrate a Brazil win over Argentina in the Maracanã Stadium. And then hopefully we celebrate after Mexico being knocked out. Unless you're an 0-3 fan. If you're an 0-3 fan, don't take this personally. Don't take it personally. It's just that we're rivals, and I can't really celebrate Mexico winning. I can't. We're rivals. I'm sorry. Corner kick for the United States. What I noticed in both of these matches is Berhalter or BJ Callahan, whoever's in charge, is giving Gio Reyna a lot of freedom. A lot of freedom to roam. Sorry. Berhalter's letting the United States play with freedom. True American right there. True American. Corner kick in, cleared by Trinidad. And Trinidad will try to hit us in transition. Let me go back here. Tiago Martins is saying future seer time, what teams are the big final, Tech? What do you mean, Tiago? Like the Copa America? I mean, obviously, if we had a bet right now, the most likely final is Brazil versus Argentina. I'd say Uruguay is looking really good under Bielsa too, so I wouldn't count Uruguay out. But always Brazil and Argentina are the two favorites in the Copa America in recent time. But Uruguay's looked really good. They have really good players, and Marcelo Bielsa has really figured out how to get them to play. So I don't know. Brazil's looking a bit sloppy right now. So maybe if I'm being completely unbiased and honest, an Argentina versus Uruguay final is the most likely scenario in the Copa America as of now. Balogun, back to Aronson, back to Giovanni Reina. Like Reina is literally just drifting wherever he wants. Lots of freedom for Gio Reina. Lots of freedom. Talking about Aronson, yeah, about Aronson, man. Hasn't been great. Hasn't been great. Gio. Oh, De La Torre just got hit pretty hard. A-Rob settles the ball. Dispossessed, and Trinidad and Tobago will hit the United States in transition. Again, Tim Ream, but okay, good recovery there by A-Rob. Number 9 from Trinidad. This guy's dangerous. I don't know how dangerous he is. Like not like a criminal dangerous, like dangerous in possession. He's got some flair. He's got some swagger. I like this guy. This number 9 from Trinidad. I got to figure out his name. I like him. Interesting player. Where does this guy play? Number 9 for Trinidad and Tobago. Who is this guy? His name is Nathaniel James, and he plays for Mount Pleasant FC in the Jamaican Premier League. He plays in Jamaica. That's why he has all that swagger. Jamaicans have a lot of swagger. That's why he has that. So he plays in Jamaica. Number 9 for Trinidad and Tobago. I like this guy. Plays in the Jamaican Premier League. Is that supposed to be a corner for Trinidad and Tobago? No. I'm hitting minute 32 right now. Fake news Jamaicans. Yeah, the fake news Jamaicans, man. Can't wait to play Jamaica again. Fake news Jamaicans. That was supposed to be a corner for Trinidad, but the United States has the ball right now. I don't know. No, I didn't call him a criminal. I said he was dangerous. And then when I said dangerous, I meant not in a criminal way, like he's a dangerous player on the field. Just want to make that clear. Because, I mean, in real life, if you say someone is dangerous, he's probably a criminal or a professional martial arts like fighter. Then the guy would be dangerous. I'm trying to think of other people that could be dangerous, but it's mainly that. Criminals and martial arts fighters. And crazy people. Crazy people, too. They can be dangerous. Brendan Aronson. No, is that Brendan Aronson? Yeah, that was Aronson. Goes wide to Balogun. Balogun restarts with A-Rob. Pepe wins it. Aronson loses it. Pepe wins it. Aronson loses it. Of course. Musa, and that's a free kick for Trinidad and Tobago. So right now, the United States has a 4-0 lead on aggregate, which means we're qualifying directly to the Copa America. December 7th will be the Copa America group stage draw. Taco Bell is dangerous. It can be dangerous. Taco Bell can be very dangerous depending on what you have to do after you eat Taco Bell. If you're at home and you eat Taco Bell, you'll be fine. You'll have some diarrhea. You put on a movie. If you need to go to the bathroom, you go to the bathroom. It'll clean up your intestines, actually, Taco Bell. Probably not the way you would want to clean up your intestines, but it'll get the job done. But yes, if you let's say you're going on a date. You're taking a girl out and you ate Taco Bell before the date. That's not smart. You're going to have to shit yourself during the date. That's not good. Or let's say you are already dating. Okay, shot from outside the box. Balogun, that can be a goal. Oh, Balogun. Was he pulled? Okay, I don't have to tell you guys when you should or shouldn't eat Taco Bell. Eat Taco Bell whenever you want. But just remember, the odds of having diarrhea are reasonable. There's decent odds that you might have diarrhea. Doesn't happen every time, but it's possible. Was he pulled? Let's see. Not really. That would have been like a soft call. That would have been a soft call. Pirate is saying, would you take Lopetegui as a replacement of Greg Berhalter? Talked about this multiple times. I would have taken anyone over Berhalter. Not anyone, but any competent coach over Berhalter when he was rehired. But at this point, they're not replacing Greg, man. We're going to Greg all the way to 2026 unless like the team is playing so not even poor. I don't think there's any way they fire Greg. I just think it's a pointless conversation to have. There were probably better options out there, but the federation decided to go with Greg Berhalter. And I'm not saying we shouldn't question it. We should absolutely question it. We have been questioning it for a long time. I'm just saying I don't think there's a point on me discuss. Would you accept this coach over Greg? Yeah, of course I would. Of course I would. Just won't happen. Just won't happen. I don't think Greg. I still don't think Berhalter is the right coach to take the U.S. men's national team to that next level. I think he'll accomplish exactly what's expected of him. I think what I think will happen is what's going to happen is Greg Berhalter will achieve in the Copa America. He'll lose to the first team he's meant to lose. He'll never get us to punch above our weight. And we're underdogs. And if we want to do something special in 2026, we need a coach that can possibly get us to punch above our weight. If we want to make something special out of it. Gio Reyna with the shots, and I can't see it goes out wide. I don't think it was close. I can't tell if that was close or not. Yeah, about the coach, sir. We talked about that Berhalter searching it was very weird. That 6 months with a third party searching for a new coach, and we ended up with Berhalter. But anyhow, Gio Reyna, was that not a penalty kick? That should have been a penalty kick, man. Gio went for the shot. The Trinidad and Tobago player went for his body. That probably should have been a penalty kick. Probably should have been a penalty kick, in my opinion. Okay, Trinidad with the ball once again. Aronson recovers and passes it down the middle to Gio Reyna. Wide to Dest, Serginho Dest, 37 minutes into the game. Man, I wish Dest was a bit more aggressive with the ball. Try to blow by the defenders. A-Rob with a not-so-great cross, and the ball's going to end up down the right flank with Musa. Yunus Musa back to Serginho Dest. Dest, did he just trip over the ball? Yeah, he just tripped over the ball. That'll be a throw-in for Trinidad and Tobago. Tim Ream wins the header. We might actually win away today. Man, drinking a lot of body armor here. I'm just giving body armor free advertisement. I actually give. Oh, Des, no. You can't be that stupid, man. Got a yellow card for that. The thing is, I think this yellow card carries on. That yellow card will carry on to wait, did he send the ref a kiss? Did he give the ref a kiss? He blew the ref a kiss. Tim Ream is yelling at him to stop. Serginho Dest, you can't be that, like. Matt Turner is also calling him out. Everyone's like yelling at him at this point. Wait. He got a red? No, it's a yellow. Wait. The TV's showing a yellow. He got a red? Wait. He got a red. That was so stupid. Now he's suspended for the semifinals. That's just suspended for the semifinals. That was so stupid. Oh my goodness. That was so stupid of him. Here's the thing. I don't think it's going to affect us qualifying. Obviously, Trinidad needs to score what right now? They need to score 5 goals. That's not going to happen. But he's now suspended for the semifinals. Whoever we face, he's definitely getting suspended. That was like, look, I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out what happened. He got a second yellow. Did he get the yellow also after he was blowing kisses to the ref after he got a red already? So he got a yellow for just blasting the ball away. We're up 4-0 on aggregate. There's no reason to do that. And he decided to do that. That was really freaking stupid. Really stupid. That's so dumb, man. That was so dumb. Yeah, the semifinals will be in March. It'll be in March, the semifinals of the Nations League, and Serginho Dest is apparently suspended. And I think the players were not happy. Like Tim Ream, Matt Turner, they were all not happy. Oh, no. Gio's coming off. So because of Dest's stupidity, Gio Reyna has been sacrificed due to Dest's stupidity. Oh, goodness. Okay, so Gio Reyna's out. Gio Reyna's out thanks to Dest's stupidity right there. How to sacrifice Gio because of Dest. This is so embarrassing right now, man. So embarrassing. Oh, and here comes Trinidad. Oh, fuck. Trinidad just tied the game. Are we ever going to win away in CONCACAF? We're never going to win away in CONCACAF. Oh, my. That was... What was Turner doing? Oh, that was terrible goalkeeping. Jeez, man. Terrible goalkeeping from Turner. So now we're playing man down. Trinidad and Tobago tied the game. We might actually not win this. What the heck is going on, man? Like literally everything went wrong and changed in the matter of like 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And I can't even blame Berhalter. Can't even blame him. Even though I probably would have kept Gio. Oh, just flipped him. It was flip Joe Scally. It just completely changed. Dest got a red versus Mexico at the end of USM. Well, it's not the end of his USMNT career, but it's just Dest showing he's very immature. Just Dest is very immature. There was that red card he had against Mexico that was honestly a bit immature. Also, he could just like not try to act tough, and then he gets this red card right now that pretty much It's not going to cost our qualification. I doubt it will, but it pretty much kind of cost this game. We might not win this game, might not win away just because of that silly red that he got. And yes, I think it is fair to blame Serginho Dest for all this. Despite Matt Turner making the mistake, besides the team not scoring more goals, I think there's probably most of it is on Dest right there, regardless of what happens at the end of the game. And here comes Trinidad again. Oh, shoot. They almost got a second goal. Matt Poliquin saying Dest shouldn't be called for the next camp. What a joke. I mean, I would still call him up, but Berhalter needs to have a very serious conversation with Dest. He needs to have a very serious conversation. It's the second time this happens this year. There has to be a very serious conversation with Serginho Dest at this point. Imagine he does this in a World Cup, in the knockout round, right? In the knockout round. That's where you have to go in as the manager, as the coach, and discipline certain players. We talked about Berhalter, how he disciplined Gio Reyna in the World Cup. We don't know what actually happened in practice right there, but let's say he did a good job there. Well, it's time for him to discipline Serginho Dest. It's the second time that happens. Carlos Navarro saying, who's a player from the previous cycle you would add? Carlos, that's a tricky question. You mean a player that's not being called in from the previous cycle? Because the players from this cycle are pretty much the same ones as the last cycle, besides the MLS scrubs. And I would not add back any of them. Literally none of them. So I don't know. Are you saying like the previous generation? If I had to pick one player from the previous generation for this team, I would probably bring someone like either Jermaine Jones or Clint Dempsey, because I think this team, first of all, these are two players that probably would start for this team in their prime, Jermaine Jones and Clint Dempsey. Second, I think this team is missing some fire in them, some grit. And if there are two players that will bring that to the table, they're Jermaine Jones and Clint Dempsey. So these are probably the two players I would prioritize bringing, but I think there's many others that would be great additions. Obviously, Landon Donovan, but that's not from the previous, like that'd be like 2010. Tim Howard. But if you're talking about a previous generation, not cycle, I would be somewhere between Jermaine Jones or Dempsey. Maybe more towards Dempsey. I think this team is soft at times, and I think a player like Dempsey or Jermaine Jones would, toughen them up a little bit. Deadly Brian Axe is saying Dest got that Mexican Sunday League mentality. I don't know really what that means. You mean just like Sunday League in general? Because there's a lot of like stupid people in Sunday leagues in general in the U.S., Brazil, Mexico, regardless of the country. It's just really stupid. Jose Reyes saying, he needs a break. Get his head straight. Yeah, but probably the best way to get into Serginho Dest's head and talk some sense into him is to actually bring him in, have a conversation with him. Probably the best way to do it. Okay, here comes now Luca De La Torre with the ball. There's roughly like 2 minutes left here. 2 minutes left here in the first half, but I'm telling you guys, Dest better not post a highlight comp. Dest better not post a highlight comp, man. Okay, let me see what I miss here. Julian Viva is saying, how many goals do Trinidad and Tobago need to score? They need to score 4 more goals. They need to beat us 5-1 right now, because you do have away goals in the Nations League. As far as I know, you do have away goals. So if they get a 4-1 win, it would be tied, but we win in the away goal. So they need 4 more goals. Yeah, so it's saying, I think it's over, and I want to see Paxton make his debut. Yeah, maybe Paxton gets a couple minutes towards the end, but right now the game is a bit like I wouldn't see Greg making any subs just to give anyone minutes at this point, because it's 1-1. Trinidad does need 4 goals, which I doubt they'll get it. I'll give Trinidad like a 0.1% chance, but we're still down a player, so he's not going to joke around. You can't mess around at this point. It's 1-1. We're playing man down. I don't like the fact that he took off Gio Reyna. I thought Gio was playing well. Maybe Luca De La Torre would have been a better player to be subbed out, but he took out Gio Reyna. And it's definitely would blame Greg a little bit on that, but it's still like hard to blame him because what Serginho Dest was unexpected. It was really stupid what Serginho Dest did, and that's all on Dest. But again, that's something that BJ Callahan, Greg Berhalter have to pull Serginho Dest aside, have a very serious conversation with him, and maybe bench him. Maybe bench him or discipline him in one way, shape, or form. Well, won't have to bench him because he's suspended for the next game anyway. Hunter is saying, what do you think about this two-striker look? I think in regards to Balogun and Pepe in the first half, it's not that much of a data sample yet. It's only, and again, now we're playing man down, so it becomes even tougher to judge. But I will say that it does seem like the two are lacking chemistry. Off the ball movement doesn't seem to be very well coordinated. They haven't really combined well. They need more minutes together. It doesn't seem like these two players have a lot of chemistry. Rightfully so, right? Why would they have chemistry? They've barely played together, if ever. They had a couple minutes last game. But I think it's still something with potential. It's just that these guys never played together before. So right now, maybe in the second half, because we're playing man down, maybe it would be good to replace Balogun or Pepe with maybe some. Now that I thought about it, maybe Berhalter should have subbed out Balogun or Pepe instead of Gio Reyna. Keep the midfield strong, keep the midfield sharp, and just have one guy up top. That probably would have been an option, but we'll see. We'll see. Now that I thought about it, that's probably what it is. But anyone, if you just tuned in, make sure to smash the like button. Let's try to hit 1,000 likes in the stream. We'll go through what happened in the first half. And Pete, I think this is a good question for you before you talk about your thoughts here. We'll talk about Dest being very immature, very stupid what he did. He's saying, what do you think of the two-striker look? What I said was, I think they're still lacking chemistry. I don't think it's a problem between those two, but you don't really see Balogun and Pepe understanding each other's runs, combining. They never played together before.
No, and I'm okay with that, right? Like that takes time to develop chemistry. I think it might look a little better if Gio had stayed a little more central instead of wide, and if we had, somebody not named Brendan Aronson on the field.
Oh yeah, that would help.
But that really helps because he was terrible, really terrible in that first half. But more than anything, Dest owes every single person in this chat and you and me an apology. Like what a stupid, immature, over-the-top reaction. Like he let the whole team down with that. The whole team down. I don't understand that.
Yeah, and now he's also suspended for the semifinals.
Yeah, after he got suspended for the last final, remember, against Mexico?
Which was also for a silly moment, which he probably could have avoided, where he shoved, I think it was Jorge Sanchez or someone, or Edson Alvarez, something.
Yeah.
It's the second time that it happens this year. And we talked about how Greg had no issues disciplining Gio Reyna and making him apologize during the World Cup. It's time to have a serious talk with Serginho Dest. Like that's
not
something
just that Weston McKennie too. Remember in Nashville, Weston had to come back and apologize for what he did. It's time for the same from Dest.
And not repeat it, because let's say we're in a Copa America quarterfinals against Colombia or Ecuador. That'll be a tight game. You get a red card, you can literally cost you the game. Like right now, sure, we're going to go through. We're probably not going to get the win anymore.
No, I want to talk about this because I think we need to go out for the win. Like we haven't won in CONCACAF under Greg Berhalter since August of 2021. I don't care if we're a man down. I think it speaks to our mentality. We need to go out there and find a way to win.
Yeah, I mean, quality-wise, we still have far more quality. I personally... I don't know why Greg picked Gio Reyna specifically. I would have probably I said I would either take Luca de la Torre out or I would have taken Pepe or Balogun, one of the guys up top, and kept Gio floating around.
So the only reason, if Gio was going to come off at halftime anyway, then I wouldn't mind that.
Yes.
Because, okay, if they're thinking if he doesn't play 90, he might get more minutes with Dortmund this weekend, and that's the case, fine. But if they weren't planning to pull Gio, then I 100% agree with you. I would have pulled Aronson, dude. He was so poor.
Well, he's also just flopping around the floor as well. It's freaking irritating at this point.
Well, he also missed that chance that Gio set up for him by hitting it with his right foot when it was coming onto his left, and he totally destroyed that chance.
The thing with Aronson too, it's been too many poor performances for club and country at this point where you have to consider dropping him at some point. Let him figure it out. And if he catches good form again, give him another chance. But it's been too bad for too long at this point. It's been 12 months like this? More?
Who, Dest?
No, Aronson.
Oh, Aronson, yeah. This is not a outlier performance from Aronson. This is a continuation of what we're seeing from him week in and week out, honestly, since he joined Leeds. So more than a year and a half.
But going on, they say, I think we should, Game Central saying, I think we should sub Aronson and put Maloney in to provide stability now that we're on the back foot. Well, I agree with Pete, though. I think we should still try to go for the win here. So I wouldn't go with, sure, Maloney over Aronson might actually be better, but I wouldn't really go that because that's a defensive sub. You're trying to put more like a defensive sub. I would take out Aronson, just try to maybe Paredes. Try Paredes. Anything but Aronson at this point because it's just not working.
Or even Zendejas.
Mm-hmm. Who else did I miss here? They're saying Jose Lopez saying Dest is dumb, but the ref gaslit him a bit. It doesn't matter, man.
Doesn't matter.
He blasted the ball away for absolutely no reason.
No
reason.
And then he called the ref some name. That's what got him the yellow card. The first yellow was for blasting the ball away, and then he went like this to the ref. He probably called him some awful name, which he shouldn't have done. And even once he got sent off, it took a combination of Gio and Ream and Turner to push him off the field because he was still running his mouth. It's fucking inexcusable.
Zachary Johnson saying, we look bad, but if it was any team on CONMEBOL, we would already be down 3-0. I wouldn't say any team in CONMEBOL. Like I said, like Venezuela is not that good. So I understand they pulled a result against Brazil, but yes, they're better than Trinidad. That's for sure. This Trinidad team is not good. That's why I agree with you in regards to, yes, we should be able to pull a win still. I don't think we will. I'll tell you that. I don't think we will. I think Greg might want to just hold the draw and not lose, but we should win this game. Pirate is saying, when you're a man down, you sacrifice a striker for a defender, not taking off the playmaker. I agree with you, Pirate. The only thing that Pete brought up that might be true is maybe Gio wasn't going to be able to play more than 45 minutes because he played the full match in Austin. And it wasn't that long ago. So maybe Gio was already going to be subbed at halftime. So what Greg was doing was like, instead of doing 2 subs and wasting already 2 subs, just pull Gio out right now with what happened. That's what I'm assuming. Zachary Johnson is saying, these light-skinned boys are out of hand. What? No, I don't think there's anything to do with that. ESG Soccer is saying, what the F? Dest? Petulant? What does petulant mean? Like you're responsible?
Petulant is like childish in a like a child throwing a tantrum sort of way.
Leave him at home. Gio was coming off at halftime regardless. Good game, boys. Keep it up. Maybe Gio was coming off at halftime. That's the theory. We're not sure. We didn't hear about that. But yes, Dest did act childish. Again, second time this year in a knockout game. Second time. Jordan Ramirez is saying, bro, Dest, why? And now he's suspended. Jose Reyes is saying, for me, this is Scally's opportunity. Were we playing amazing? No. But if you can't keep your head up against Trinidad and Tobago, you need to earn the spot back. Scally can't attack, but he defends and is level-headed. Scally, look, I wouldn't really want Scally to be our locked-in starter. I think there's a lot of limitations in this game. He's just a safe fullback, I guess, like safe and reliable. That's it. ESG Soccer saying, we need that BTS footage from 29 tonight. What is BTS?
Behind the scenes. No, I don't think 29 has the behind the scenes footage, guys.
I don't think he's in Trinidad either. Let's see. Landon Donovan 73. That idiot color guy keeps pumping up Eriksson as one of the best. Eriksson as one of the best players, like he was the best sub. Who? What?
I think he's trying to say the color guy keeps pumping up Aronson as one of the best players, like he was the best sub, like saying he was the best sub last game. That's my guess.
The color guy?
The commentator on TV, the color commentator.
Oh, okay. Eriksson, he means Aronson, like he was the best. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Try to make it legible, guys.
Yeah, they're saying Aronson for Aronson. I'll be down for that at this point.
I mean, sure. But I think I'd rather see Zendejas or Paredes.
Yeah. Jason is saying, what did Dest say to Turner? Anybody good lip reading? I don't know what he said, but Tim Ream and Turner were furious at Dest.
Rightfully so.
Yes.
I think he called the ref something because right after he got the first yellow, he went like this to the referee. And then he blew him a kiss, and then the referee came over again, and he did it again. So that's like 4 infractions there if you include kicking the ball away.
No, it was deserved. I don't think the ref made a mistake. It was deserved. Malik Tillman, we forgot about him. Him for Aronson, probably. Right?
Malik Tillman?
Yeah, I'll put him for Aronson.
We could bring him on.
Let's see this. If I didn't miss anyone here. And everyone that just tuned in, make sure to smash the like button, and we'll go to 11 Yanks for the post game. Yes, the post games are back also today. Joseph S. is saying, ever since I saw him wearing the Bulls jersey at the Messi's farewell, I knew Dest wasn't right in the head. Yeah, there's
definitely has mental issues. Like we've talked about this many times, right? Most of Dest's issues, even with his defending, are mentality. They're not a lack of ability, right? So,
yeah, it's when we say mental issues, we're talking about the mentality of the player, and
yeah, we're not talking about mental challenge.
And there's a lot of aspects in soccer that you have to take into account. There's like your skills, that's important, and Dest definitely has that. There's your athleticism, like how fast the player is, how strong he is, balance, all of that. That's also important. And your mentality is also extremely important. And I would say Dest very much lacks on the mentality aspect. And that's been shown for club and country in multiple occasions, with Barcelona, with Milan. I guess for PSV, it hasn't really shown so far because they're so dominant, even though it did show a little bit in the Champions League, the lack of awareness of where he was and getting torched by Saka. But again, Berhalter needs to have a talk with Dest, preferably BJ Callahan. I feel like that would be the right guy to have the talk. TB is saying, Donovan told you about these dual nationals. I think he's still wrong about the dual nationals. He's still wrong.
Sorry. Was the fact that Weston had the issue in Nashville because he's a dual national? No, because he's not a dual national. Who scored 2 goals in the last 2 games and got an assist in the last game also? Another dual national. That's silly. That's a silly thing to try to make it. You're making it down to Dest's nationality, like an American never did something stupid. Come on.
Also, Dest doesn't give me the impression that he doesn't care about the national team. He just gives me the impression that he makes stupid decisions.
Sure, exactly. And that happens when he's playing for his club, too.
Yeah, exactly. So, no, I still disagree with Landon Donovan a lot in that aspect. Yeah. Zachary Johnson saying the team probably catching the fade with Dest right now. Dest is probably not. They're probably focused in the game. That's what they should be right now. Talk with Dest after. And there's a lot that has to be talked about with him. And we could see that Turner and Ream were pissed off about him. And the players should be. And there should be a talk. I don't think there's anything like people are saying, don't call him up anymore. No, not that. But
no, there are some overreactions right now on Twitter. People saying he shouldn't be called up for a year. That's nonsense, guys. It's a mistake. No. It's a bad mistake, right? He's going to miss the semifinal for it. And he should have to apologize to the team. And there should be a talking to. That's an overreaction to say don't call him up for a year.
I think if it happens again in a crucial moment, that's something to consider. It's like, Des, what's going on, man?
3 strikes and you're out, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. But I wouldn't go the extreme right now. Serginho Des's hate account. Welcome. He already has a hate account now.
I know. USMNT has made it when you've got hate accounts 20 minutes after a player gets sent off.
Yeah. So he says there needs to be repercussions for what Des did. There will be. Probably will be. We just don't know the extent. Maybe it's not like whatever. We'll say Jose Mourinho would take this U.S. men's national team to the Copa America final. Maybe. I mean, we have the players that with the right coach that can get us to punch above our weight. We can. But remember, it also, when we talk about deep runs like that, depends on who you draw. Like, you can't hold Mourinho accountable for beating Brazil or Argentina in the semifinals. Like he could, but most likely won't, to be honest. But let's say, kind of forgot about, but away goals matter. Yes, there are away goals. So Trinidad needs 4 goals. Look, I don't think the qualification's at risk. It's just an embarrassment if we don't get a win. This is a game we should win away, regardless of the circumstance. I'm not concerned about not qualifying.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about that either. I'm worried that once again, we show that we can't handle away in CONCACAF, even with 10 men. Guys, this Trinidad and Tobago team is USL level, Trinidad and Tobago League level, or worse. Some of them aren't even pro players. So come on. We cannot be making excuses. We need to come out even with 10 men and find a way to win.
And Jeff, your best friend, Jeff Pete, he's saying, what happened? The Wi-Fi is bad in my home, a.k.a. my parents' basement. So you should complain with your parents. They should be upgrading your Wi-Fi so you don't miss on. What happened was the United States got a 1-0 win, 1-0 lead. We were dominating the game, controlling possession, creating a few chances. Probably could have had a 2-0 lead. And then Serginho Dest did something really stupid, kicked the ball into the stands, got a yellow card, and I think he got a second yellow card for saying something to the ref, something nasty, and that's what happened. And Dest got a red card, playing man down. Right after he got a red card, Trinidad and Tobago scored, and the second half just started. By the way, CJ saying, sorry, say it.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
CJ just saying, are there any young players on the bench or not on the roster currently that could surprise start in 2026? Surprise start, in my opinion, no.
Start, no. I agree. No.
Roster, yes.
Roster, maybe. Like a Taylor Booth or a Jalen Neal, maybe a Josh Sargent.
Paxton Aronson, depending on how he develops. Paredes,
yeah, could be.
Gagastonina could make the roster.
I mean, they're both of those guys are in this roster, but yeah.
No, but he's saying on the bench also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Zachary Johnson saying he's always making mistakes. We're tired of it. Serginho Dest, I wouldn't say always making mistakes, but
no,
not always.
No, I don't think he's always making mistakes. I actually think he's been pretty good for the U.S. for the most part.
Gallardo Juan 99, Dest deserves a good spanking by each player and coach on it. I don't think any player wants to spank Dest.
No, I don't want to picture that. Thank you.
Watch him like it. He's.
I wonder if Dest is going to put a composition for this game.
I tweeted that. I was like, he better not do that. But imagine
if he does, I'm going to respond to him. I'm going to be like, bro, put the phone down. Tell your editor he's fired. Go home and see a therapist.
What if he ends the compilation with him just blasting the ball into the stands? That's how he closes it.
Doing the little blah, 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 and then going up to the camera like, or throwing the ref up in the air. Just,
yes. Dest deserves a good man. Jose Hernandez is saying the U.S. men's national team can't play CONCACAF away. A team gets washed. Panama, Costa Rica, El Salvador. Well, the A team didn't play against Panama that game, if you remember. Berhalter rotated the entire starting 11 against Panama. But you're right. The A team lost to Costa Rica, couldn't beat El Salvador. A lot of those games were on Berhalter, though. It was like weird subs, weird starting 11, poor tactics. This one, there's a few things on Berhalter, but honestly, a lot of it is on the players here. So we'll talk about it in the post game. I need to think a bit more. I need to watch the game, see how it ends also. We might pull a win.
I would like Berhalter to make some changes because right now he hasn't made any changes at halftime. Aronson is still on the field. We still have two strikers and no creator, right? No McKennie, no Gio. There's not a creator on the field. I would take off Aronson, bring on Tillman, put Tillman central, and go back to a more central game. Get the fullbacks, Scally and A-Rob, higher up the field.
Greg is just very slow to react. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Very slow to react. Zachary Johnson saying, I'm in Brazil at the moment and watched Brazil and Colombia. I can promise you we ain't ready for that smoke. Yes, the way we're playing, it could get ugly against those teams, especially the way Luis Diaz was playing against Brazil. Soccer and Lanoubs. Thank you for the super chat, Soccer and Lanoubs. And then John will be the last one here. Reem brought in to babysit Gio. Who do we bring to babysit Dest? I don't think anyone should be babysitting anyone. I think Greg Berhalter should do his job as the coach. And
Dest is a big boy.
Yes.
Like they're fucking in their 20s. They're not 15-year-olds.
And if Dest can't really understand, he can't really get through. Like he needs to get. It's part of being a coach, managing egos, managing personalities, and he has to find a way to manage Dest. Now, if Dest continues to be a problem after multiple conversations, then sure, something has to be done. But I think Greg needs to figure that out with Serginho Dest. He's a talented right back. We need him to be with us. And now it's up to Greg to figure it out with him. But yeah, so we're playing man down. We should still try to go for the win here. We're about to hit minute 50, so we're about to be roughly 5 minutes into the second half here. People are definitely not happy with Dest. Oh, before you go, Pete, because I know you might go and come back. Turner messed up on that goal, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't cover his near post, but CCV also should have covered his man.
Yeah, I just thought it was a weird one for he was like super low. It was on him. If he just stood up, the ball would have hit his head for Matt Turner.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
For you. No, Pete, that was for you. Jeff is saying Dest needs a spanking, and Jeff has the equipment. What are you, Jeff? Are you into some 50 Shades of Grey shit here? You're watching way too much 50 Shades of Grey, man. You're not. Look, we're not letting you anywhere near Serginho Dest. You ain't spanking him. And what the heck is the equipment? So they're saying Matt Turner slipped. Okay, I'll have to watch the replay if he slipped. Yeah, what's the equipment for spanking? I'm thinking about it too much right now, and it's bothering me. Okay, free kick here for Trinidad and Tobago. Let's stop talking about spanking Dest. Let's just not spank Serginho Dest. I don't think it's the way to go, to be honest. Let's just move on. Pepe talking crap. There'll be a free kick here for Trinidad. Pirate is saying if Trent decided to play for the United States, would he improve the team? Trent Alexander-Arnold? Absolutely. He would be one of the best players in U.S. men's national team history. Trent Arnold would be the best right back in U.S. men's national team history, and it wouldn't even be close. Absolutely, if Trent Arnold decided to play for the... Well, I heard he was eligible, right? But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think getting Trent Arnold was ever a possibility. Yeah, like I don't think there was ever a chance of Trent Arnold playing for the U.S. men's national team. And there might even be a case that if Trent Arnold played for the U.S. men's national team, he would actually be the best player for U.S. men's national team history in general. I mean, the guy's like literally a world-class fullback for Liverpool, one of the best in the world, won the Champions League. Can play in the midfield if you want him to do so. And the Trinidad hits the wall. It actually hits Ricardo Pepi on the wall. It doesn't look like we're really going for the win here. Doesn't look like we're going for the win. Trinidad, ball delivered, cleared by Yunus Musa. Trinidad still has the ball. Another cross, and Matt Turner saves it. I really like Alexander Arnold a lot. Well, I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan of Trent Arnold, but I think he's a really good player. Joe Scally. Pepe tries to... That's a bad flick by Pepe. Very bad flick by Pepe. And Trinidad and Tobago actually have the ball again. We're not playing well. Here comes Trinidad. Another cross cleared by Carter Vickers. Are we being dominated by Trinidad and Tobago right now? Is that what's actually happening? Can Greg Berhalter make like a substitution here? Anything? Just send anyone. Change something here. Make some subs. The players have been absolute shit in the second half. Put someone else. See if something happens. 305 Riders saying, am I the only one who heard some Tati Castellanos is a rumor to the U.S.? No, there were rumors of Tati Castellanos coming to the U.S. men's national team, but I think it was a load of crap. I don't think that's going to happen. He doesn't even live in the United States. I don't know how it would work for him to get the citizenship. He doesn't have a citizenship. I guess he had a green card, or maybe he still has a green card from when he played for New York City FC. But I think if you have a green card, you need to live X amount of time here in the U.S. to apply for the citizenship. And Tati's not even living here, so I don't know how that would even work. Oh, boy. Balogun on fraud watch. Yeah, he's not having the best of games. Okay, here comes Trinidad again with the ball. Aronson on the floor. Aronson on the Aronson, even when he fouls the player, he ends up on the floor. Even when he fouls the player, he ends up on the floor. No, man, this is actually turning out to be a lot worse than I expected. Greg Berhalter, can you please, my brother in Christ, just please make some substitutions? Things are not working. Go! What the shit? What? We're literally losing to Trinidad and Tobago. And what was Turner doing again? Nah, man, that's bad goalkeeping. That's lettuce hand goalkeeping right there. Lettuce hand goalkeeping right there. That is terrible. So Trinidad now needs 3 goals. We are literally losing to Trinidad and Tobago. Could you imagine they score another goal? Like it starts to actually make them believe they can go through. Okay, Trinidad at the ball. Joe Scally, Eunice. Greg, we're literally down 2-1. Make a sub, man. Just make a substitution. Things are like not working out. Is he gonna wait for like Trinidad to get a 3rd goal or maybe a 4th goal and them actually like starting to believe? Jabulani. It was definitely not the Jabulani. It was just very poor goalkeeping from Matt Turner. Very poor goalkeeping. And Berhalter needs to literally make some type of changes here. Something has to happen. Things are not working out. That's the thing. He takes too long sometimes. We're probably not going to win this game at this point. We're probably not going to win this game. I highly doubt we'll come back. We're allowing Trinidad to believe. That's the problem. Aronson with the corner kick, and Trinidad's able to clear it again. Can we like never play Trinidad away again in our lives? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. No, no. Get it out of there. Get it out. Okay. Thank goodness number 9 sucked right there. Oh my goodness. Trinidad just blew a 1-on-1 with Turner. Number 9, the guy I complimented a lot in the first half. Could you imagine they score that goal? If they score that goal, it would be 3-1 Trinidad. They would need 2 goals with 30 minutes left, and we're playing man down. And Greg Berhalter doesn't freaking make one substitution. This is literally a USL level team, and we're tying them. Bald man, can you? Oh goodness, What is Greg's strategy right now? Is it just to wait and hope for the best? Like things are literally not working. Trinidad is closer to scoring another goal more than ever. They literally just wasted a fantastic opportunity. Oh boy. Let's say John is saying Richards for Aronson, Tillman for Balogun. At this point, we might need to actually sit back and just hold on to a low loss, just like a 1 goal differential loss, because it's getting a little bit ugly. Wooks is saying, don't put Maloney in. I love my technical players. No need to go for defending. Definitely Pete. At this point, we might have to put Maloney, put Chris Richards, Maloney, everyone in because it's not looking good. We need Jesus Ferreira to parachute in. I guess we were missing El Pirata here. Dude, this camp, not going to lie, it's performances have been pretty bad. It wasn't great in Austin. We didn't play well. The job is sort of get. Oh my goodness, here comes Trinidad again. This is thank goodness they're terrible. It's been so bad. Bad performance after bad performance. We didn't play well in Austin. Let's just be honest about that. I've been talking about that for a lot. El Pirata is streaming Fortnite. Is he really? Ball goes long. So Malik Tillman is coming on. Malik Tillman is the one that's being subbed in. So probably going to be for Pepe or Balogun. Probably for Pepe or Balogun. Oh boy. Okay, 30 minutes to go. 30 minutes to go. They still need 3 goals, and they've been very wasteful. My concern would have been if they had scored that goal 3 minutes ago. I would actually start to get very worried. But Malik Tillman will be coming on. We don't know for who yet. I'm assuming Pepe or Balogun. Thing is, Pepe and Balogun both didn't have a good game. I think Balogun's a bit more dangerous in transition. So I would probably take out Pepe because we're only going to play in transition now. We're literally getting outplayed by Trinidad. Trinidad's holding possession. Tries to go long, trying to get a cross in, and that'll be a throw-in for the United States. Throw-in for the United States. Okay. Let's see what Greg's going to do here. So Tillman is replacing Balogun. Am I right? Tillman is replacing, number 9. No, it's Pepe. Tillman's replacing Pepe. So I think that's fine. But why are we keeping Brendan Aronson in? For how long are we keeping Brendan Aronson in? Oh, yeah. Did we hit 500 likes so I can do some commentary in Brazilian Portuguese? I'll do it for like a couple seconds. We are. Yeah, we did. We are. We're at 600 likes. We can keep going. Do you guys want me to do some Brazilian Portuguese commentary? I'll gladly do so for a little bit. I'll gladly do so. But Pepe is off. Tillman is on. I don't know why we're still with Aronson, though. I don't know. And here comes Trinidad with the shot. Ooh, Turner saved it. Okay, good save there. And then they fouled. Dude, Trinidad is actually looking extremely dangerous right now. Extremely dangerous. Yeah, the thing is, the drop off from the U.S. men's national team, it was essentially 2 things. Obviously, playing man down will affect you quite a bit, but it's crazy how much our team drops without Gio Reyna in the midfield. Crazy how much we drop without Gio. And we've seen that, right? We've seen that, especially like you guys saw that against Germany. Like you see the drop off of the United States when we don't have Gio Reyna. That was probably the stupidest thing Berhalter could have done. I don't know if it was a pre-planned sub at halftime. Um, unless it was like, unless it was something related to like trying to avoid an injury, but I don't know. I wouldn't have subbed out Giovanni Reina. Trinidad and Tobago completely dominating the United States. Man, Berhalter just can't win away, man. He just can't win away. It's just too funny. It's just too funny at this point. Balogun back to A-Rob. Finds Brendan Aronson. Let's see what Aronson can do here. Aronson. Oh, he's on the floor again. Who would have thought? That was like what I was gonna guess. And I anyone else guessed that he was gonna end on the floor? Dude, someone needs to one day just do a comp when Aronson plays the full 90 minutes. How many times he just flops around? And this is a good comment on the chat right here. Aronson is just Neymar without any skill. Yeah, he's essentially Neymar from Wish.com at this point, or from Alibaba. That's what Aronson is at this point. Ramiro is saying, why does Trinidad and Tobago look more dangerous up a man than we did a few days ago? This is such a bad look. You are right. It sucks, but you are right, Ramiro. You're very much right. That is actually a good take, a good point, a good question, which I don't have the answer to that, but I can assure you, yes, you are right in regards to it being a very bad look for the U.S. men's national team right there. When we were playing man up, we weren't this goal dangerous. Trinidad and Tobago should have had another goal by now. And, I mean, we didn't score till the 80th minute. Malik Tillman going back. Trinidad tried to get it back. The thing, what's wild is if Trinidad and Tobago had scored their third goal by now, which, again, they could have. Are we really going to go with Aronson the full 90 minutes? The dude also looks gassed. Oh, here comes Trinidad again. Oh, he slipped. Lucky for us, he slipped. Yunus Musa. Yunus Musa drive. Good. Oh, Balogun. What was that, man? Sorry, I'm trying not to curse here. Balogun's really dropping another stinker, too. I'll tell you that. Yunus Musa. Good. No, that's Balogun, and he's able. That would be a corner. Oh, no, free kick. Balogun fouled the player from Trinidad and Tobago. Someone actually made a funny comment on Twitter once. It's like, it's tough to face Trinidad and Tobago because they're two teams. It's Trinidad and Tobago. It's not as funny when I say it right here, but I kind of laughed the first time I heard it. Or maybe I'm just immature. Oh boy, oh boy. Wait a second. Was Alvin Jones the one that scored? No way. Guys, Alvin Jones scored the second goal? Alvin Joe, like, oh wait, 69, minute 69. We just hit minute 69. Nice. Sorry. Channel tradition. I almost missed it. At minute 69, we write nice on the chat and I say nice. I didn't miss it. Alvin Jones scored. Guys, Alvin Jones was the same guy that scored on us in Cuba back in 2017. This guy hates America. Alvin Jones just really hates America. It was the same guy. This man just really hates America, man. I can't believe it. It was the same guy, Alvin Jones. I didn't see who scored this game. But now I'm looking here on screen and it says Jones. And then I clicked on it. It was Alvin Jones again. That mother liquor, man. That mother liquor. I hate this guy. We should arrest him if he comes to the United States. Jose Reyes saying, watch your mouth, Tack. He is the winningest U.S. men's national team coach of all time. Yes, he is. Just can't win away. And also, he usually beats like weak opponents that we give him. This is bad, man. I really did not expect us to lose this one. The leading cause of stress in Americans is Greg Berhalter. Definitely among U.S. men's national team fans. The guy definitely does stress us out quite a bit. Okay, Brendan Aronson's coming off. Is that what it is? Or is he's taking a corner? We're going all the way with Aronson. Brett saying, I never thought I would say this, but we need the Pirate. Yeah, no, we don't. Even though, yeah, he probably would have gotten a hat trick against a Caribbean island. At least the game is getting close to the end. I guess that's a plus because it did look at one point that we were a bit at risk. It did seem that way. It doesn't seem like we're much at risk right now. Aronson with the delivery, nothing out of it. Carter Vickers wins it in the air. Aronson has the ball. Let's see if Aronson will fall. Will he fall? Will he fall? Malik Tillman dispossessed. Malik Tillman dropping another stinker. Carter Vickers wins it. We're still at risk. Yes, we are a little bit at risk. But, I mean, yeah, we did score 3 goals in the last 10 minutes, and Trinidad has been looking better. So there's a bit of risk. There is a bit of risk. I just wouldn't say is. Jeff is saying, Tack, I moved to my parents' attic. Much better Wi-Fi. I'm looking through my secret place for my spanking equipment. Dude, seriously, why do you have a spanking equipment? I'm not going to ask you what you use it for. Okay, thanks, Jeff. Thanks for the super chat, Jeff. Eddie Gonzalez saying the USMNT is ranked 11th in the world. Well, we shouldn't be. We're definitely not 11th. We're definitely not the 11th best national team in the world. Yes. Okay, we have 17 minutes to go here. Trinidad with the ball. Hopefully we can... fuck's sakes, we're not going to win this game. Another cross cleared by Tim Ream. The interesting thing is, I would say a lot of it is on Dest, for sure. There's no arguing there. But they're going to try. The media, I wouldn't say Berhalter, but the media is going to try to put it all on Dest. Which, to be fair, he deserves a lot of blame. But a lot of players have not been playing well. Brendan Aronson, Tillman hasn't been good since he came in. Balogun hasn't been good. Greg Berhalter's stupid decision to take out Gio wasn't a good one. Berhalter's, I don't know, just like stubbornness to keep Brendan Aronson on the field is another issue. It's definitely not all on Dest. That's my point. A lot of it is. A lot of it. I can go with that. CONCACAF is saying, imagine Dest is OpenAI board member. Image Dest is an OpenAI board member. I don't know what that means. Game Central saying study shows that bald U.S. coaches are 200% more likely to lose to Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, Bruce Arena was not bald. He was not bald. And he was the one that lost. He might be balding a little bit, even though Bruce Arena is kind of old. I feel like if he was going to be bald, he would have been bald. Oh, look, Aronson's on the floor. But seriously, one of these days, One of these days, I'm going to do a drinking game on a live stream, and it's going to be bad. I'm going to take a shot every time Brendan Aronson falls on the floor. I'll do this. Next time Brendan Aronson starts for the United States, I'll do that. Every time Brendan Aronson's on the floor, I'll take a shot. And you guys better hope I'm able to finish the stream. I probably won't be able to finish the stream because this dude's been on the floor easily 10 to 15 times. There's no way I can finish a stream by taking 10 to 15 shots. It's just not happening. Unless it's like shots of beer. But if it's any like hard liquor, there's no way I finish the stream. Call me a lightweight, whatever you want. There's no way. That's far too many. Far too many. If it's like vodka, rum, anything, tequila, there's no way I'm surviving a stream with 10 shots. Yeah, man. Just not good. Let's see if I didn't miss anyone in the chat. What's happening to Brazil? Yeah, I talked about it, DJB of Brazil. Brazil doesn't have an actual coach right now. Fernando Diniz, that's coaching Brazil. He also coaches Fluminense. Along with that, on top of that, Brazil lost Neymar, and it doesn't seem like anyone wants to step up. They all seem to still be with like Neymar in the back of their head. So that's what's going on in Brazil at the moment. But I'm not overly concerned about Brazil because this is like rock bottom for Brazil right now. It's not going to get any worse than what it is. We'll see how it does tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do a live watch along for Brazil. So we'll see how that one does. But not overly concerned about Brazil. More concerned about the United States right now. Oh, this is an interesting one. Dude, look at this. Look at this super chat. He's saying, can you imagine if the last games ended 0-0? Not even that. Not even that. Let's even be more optimistic. Let's say the last game ended 1-0. 1-0. Right now, we would be qualifying in away goal on the away goals. But Trinidad would only need one goal to go through. One goal. Let's say it ended 1-0, which was a real possibility. We scored in the last 10 minutes. It could have ended 1-0. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, 0-0, we would have been screwed right now. If it ended 0-0, we would be knocked out. I don't see us tying this game or winning this game. I just don't see it. And cleared again by Trinidad. Going to try to hit us in transition. Carter Vickers, good clearance. Trinidad will try to hit the United States once again. Pulled, and that'll be a free kick for Trinidad, and that'll be a yellow card also for... That was a smart foul anyway, just to kill off the counterattack. That'll be a yellow card for who? Is it Joe Scally? Possibly Joe Scally. That's what I think it was. Bod Bradley lost to Trinidad as well in 2008. Yeah, so then it doesn't mean it's a 200% chance. It's a 100% chance, just doubles, because Bruce Arena lost to Trinidad away also. Bruce Arena lost. Now Bod Bradley lost in 08, and then now you got Greg Berhalter losing now. Jeff Carey is saying, this is sad. 4-2 on aggregate. Think about your vlog prediction. Dude, think about my vlog prediction, my match preview prediction. I got it all wrong. I had high expectations for the U.S. men's national team, and Greg Berhalter's team disappointed me once again. Cole is saying, this is one of the worst refs I've ever seen. Not making an excuse, just saying, yeah, it's not an excuse, but I'll just say this is not the worst ref I've seen. This seems like pretty on par, pretty on the same level as CONCACAF. We've always had shit. The ref in Austin was terrible on the last game, too. The refs in CONCACAF are just really bad. I'm not sure they're professional refs for the most part. Ghost Card 21 is saying, honestly, yes, Dest messed up, but we can actually talk about Matt Turner. How do you allow those goals to happen? Also make subs now, Greg. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of blame to go on Dest. I think Dest was a pivotal moment in the game, but it's not all on Dest. It's not all on Dest. There's just a pivotal moment that changed a lot, but I wouldn't say it's all on him. Probably we would have won the game if Dest didn't. But anyhow, yeah, my TNT one just went down. My TNT broadcast, but it's back. It's back. Um, Tom is saying, you excited for Blackhawk down to Blackout down to starting Aronson? I'm hoping Brendan Aronson won't start for the U.S. men's national team ever again. I'm hoping because, yeah, drinking alcohol and watching Brendan Aronson every time Brendan Aronson falls is not good. I don't want to do it, but now I promised, and I have to keep my word. And I'm very upset that I'm actually kind of regretting I promised that. I probably shouldn't have promised that. I'm just kind of hoping you guys forget about it. There's a slight chance all of you might just forget about it, and I just don't have to do it. That's pretty much what I'm hoping for at this point. Because think about it, the U.S. men's national team won't play again until March, so maybe by then, and maybe Aronson won't start. So maybe we won't see Aronson start for the United States until like a year from now. By then, you guys will hopefully have forgotten that I promised this, and I'll just play dumb and just not remember about it. I pretty much just gave away my strategy, but I am still hopeful that you guys will forget it, even though there's a lot of people watching, and all it takes is one guy or girl to remember it, and then I'm screwed. United States to ball. Luca De La Torre trying to waste time on down the right flank. Malik Tillman, De La Torre to Balogun. Can't do anything with it. This ref just calls the dumbest freaking fouls in the world. Even though I think Balogun might have hit him in the face. Because Balogun is kind of... Trinidad and Tobago are time wasting. Square the Florist is saying, I don't know why Twitter is blaming Dest. Like elite teams beat weak teams with 10 man and score more goals. This is clearly a coach issue and nothing too more. No, look, we can definitely blame Dest, and we should blame Dest, but not only Dest. There's definitely a lot of issues with Greg Berhalter in this game. We're going to talk about that in the post game. There's definitely a lot of issues with other players. Balogun didn't play well. Brendan Aronson didn't play well. Carter Vickers made a mistake on the first goal. Or was it the second goal? First goal. Matt Turner hasn't been good. Like, the second goal was disgusting. It was terrible goalkeeping. Horrible. An embarrassment. So, yes, Dest has blame, but there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to it than just saying it's Dest. Rengav248. Fire everyone, players, coaches, everyone. I'll never watch this again. I see you during the next break. Let's be real. We are masochist. So is that how I say a masochist? That's someone that loves self-inflicting pain. Is that what it is? Is my vocabulary good enough? Is that right? That's self-inflicting pain. Yeah, we might be, or we might just be a little bit delusional. I don't know, man. It's what I've been saying. It's like there's definitely a lot of blame to be put on Dest, but it's not all on Dest that we lost. But I would say most of it is. I think Dest's moment was a pivotal moment, and a lot of the blame is on Dest. And then, yes, when you start to analyze the game, there's a lot more. What should I call it? There's a lot more issues to address than just Serginho Dest's red card. But to say Dest has no fault, I can't agree with that. There's definitely some fault for Dest, quite a bit. Kirsto is saying, could you imagine if a Premier League manager lost to a team in the first division of England? Not a one-to-one comparison, but you get the point. Yeah. I wouldn't say he would get fired depending on the results, but yes, there'll be a lot of scrutiny against him for sure. Pirate is saying, who links up better with Balogun? Probably Gio Reyna, but that's still not an excuse for Balogun's performance, which it really wasn't good. But Gio Reyna would probably be the one that links up the best with Balogun. Yeah, this was unexpected, man. Didn't really expect us to be going through another loss against Trinidad with the same guy that scored in Cuba scoring again, Alvin Jones. I actually did not expect that to happen. I don't think anyone did. I don't think anyone did. And United States the ball. A-Rob. A-Rob with the ball. In possession. Back to Tim Ream. Tim Ream just blasts it forward trying to find Balogun. We have no options, man. No options. Let's see. Anthony is saying it's embarrassing for the United States to milk the clock. It's embarrassing, but it'll be more embarrassing to not qualify at this point. It was just terrible performance all around from the players. Serginho Dest was what really changed the game. What? Okay, free kick for the United States here. 86 minutes. Okay. Let's go through one thing here. We qualify to the Copa America. We qualify here to the Copa America. We barely so we're essentially qualifying to the Copa America the same way we qualified to the World Cup. The same way. So the U.S. men's national team barely qualifies to the Copa America. The same way we qualified to the World Cup. So 2 minutes, not 2 minutes, like 3 minutes left into the game. I don't think qualification's at risk anymore. I don't think it's at risk. So there's going to be another sub here for the United States, even though I don't think it matters anymore at this point. But let me see if I didn't miss anyone's chat here. I apologize, everyone. I got distracted here for a second. Red Gab is saying, I don't want to see Brendan Aronson again until he has spent a full semester in the gym at Midland, full protein diet, just like Arnold, and must run with purpose. Yeah, I don't think that will resolve the issues. Brendan Aronson shoots. Again, a weak shot blocked by the Trinidad defenders. Pirate says, I think Pulisic has potentially be better than Don. I think Pulisic is already better than what Donovan is, unless you mean like break Landon Donovan's USMNT records or have better stats or just achieve more. Sure, but I think he's already a better player than what Landon was. Thiago is saying Greg Berhalter will blame Trinidad and Tobago for playing unfair somehow. I don't think Trinidad played unfairly. I think what Greg will do will just pretty much say that the red card changed the game. Okay, goes on top again. This is truly embarrassing. Truly embarrassing right now. Okay, Trinidad with the ball again. Now we're about to hit minute 89. Aronson's the new Areola. Yeah, look, he's better than Paul Areola. I'll give him that. But yes, he's essentially a cardio merchant. Oh, another shot, and I thought Turner was going to take that in. But yeah, definitely Turner. Definitely Turner. Let me see if I didn't miss anything. Fire Greg. Yeah, guys, don't spam Fire Greg in the chat. Don't spam Fire Greg in the chat. Go spam Fire Greg on Twitter. Go to the US Soccer account and spam Fire Greg on that account, on the Twitter account or Instagram account. Not here. I don't have that power. If I did, it would have been done already. If I did, but no. But yeah, just go. But Berhalter's interview is pretty predictable. He's gonna say we controlled the match until Dest got a red card, which is honestly true. But the thing is, he never adjusted to the red card, or he poorly adjusted to the red card. It was very poorly adjusted. That's been one thing with Greg. Like in-game management is actually terrible. So 3 minutes added. We have 2 minutes and a half to go. We really we're qualified to the Copa America. Congratulations. We barely did it once again. This is clearly like this is literally what always happens with like Berhalter's teams. We're qualified to the Copa America. I guess that's a positive, I guess, but again, it's always the bare minimum. Corner for the United States. 2 minutes to go. 2 more minutes to go. This was like it's gonna be tough to change the way the way anyone sees U.S. soccer if we continue to play this way. It's not really changing how anyone. Malik Tillman drives through, dribbles, and we get nothing out of it again. You're never gonna change the way anyone sees the U.S. men's national team playing this way. Any educated soccer fan will find this an embarrassment, and any non-educated soccer fan will just find this boring. So you're never going to really change the way that people see American soccer. We're going on. Trinidad and Tobago, 1 minute left. We're all going to go to 11 Yanks for the post game. This really sucked. It was terrible, disgraceful of a game. The game is over here, 2-1 Trinidad. We literally lost to Trinidad. What is it, like 5 years roughly after Cuva happened? Roughly 5 years, because that was in October 10th of 2017. We lose to Trinidad once again, 2-1, same score. Alvin Jones, the same player, scoring the second goal for Trinidad and Tobago. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. The same exact thing happened to us. Sure, this time the only difference is we qualified, thank goodness, because we got that lucky late 3-0 win. That game could have ended 1-0, and if it ended 1-0, we would have barely qualified here. Barely. But here we are. Here we are. This is the team we're supposed to believe that we can maybe do something special in 2026. This is the team that Greg Berhalter keeps saying that is going to change the way. Well, it started with we're going to change the way the world sees U.S. soccer. Then he changes to we're going to change then he changed it to the way Americans see U.S. soccer. Later on, he's going to change maybe the way Florida sees U.S. soccer, and then he's going to change it to Orlando, and then from Orlando just pick like a little neighborhood, and it's like, I want to change the way Windermere sees U.S. soccer or something like that. I think there's only one word to describe this is embarrassment. We're qualified to the Copa America, but it was truly embarrassing. Drop a like before you go. Tomorrow we have the 7 things we learned here at the channel in the morning, and then I'll do the Brazil stream and the Mexico stream as well. Let's all go to 11 Yanks for the post game. Everyone go to 11 Yanks right now, 11 Yanks channel for the post game reaction. And yeah, this freaking sucks ass, man. And sucking ass is not good. Not that I would know.